welcome to the second round of the Division II playoffs. The 11-0 Benedict Tigers are hosting the 11-1 LENOIR RYNES Bears. It's the SAC versus the SIC. It's South Carolina versus North Carolina. It's time for some great down south football action. Hello, I am Sylvester Williams. They call me Sly the Sports Guy, and I'm joined by Anthony Roberts and A.D. Drew in the booth today here at Charlie W. Johnson Stadium. Gentlemen, how are you all doing this afternoon?
You know what, Sly? It's pretty good today, man. I'm feeling well. Looking forward to this game. About to be tongue twisted at the time of two. That SIAC is going to trip me up, but this is a beautiful day here at the Charlie W. Johnson Stadium.
There you go. What about yourself, Drew?
Man, I'm doing great. Love being around HBCU football, HBCU playoff football, as we have the number 1 Benedict Tigers versus the number 4 LENOIR RYNES in this particular matchup, man. I'm looking forward to a great matchup today.
Should be a great game. Couple of things we want to watch out for as we get ready. We'll watch the coin toss. But as we get ready, we have a few keys to the game. We're going to check them out. Check out our keys to the game. The first key, defense wins ball games. Drew, what does that mean? Defense wins ball game.
That means, man, these are two of the best defensive teams in Division II football, with these two teams ranking in the top 5 in most categories in Division II football. And obviously we know the number 1 defense is Benedict, but the number 4 defense is LENOIR RYNES.
All right, number 2, pressure burst pipes or pressure makes diamonds. What about that one? Pressure burst pipes or pressure make diamonds? Let me tell you right now, talk about pressure, you talked about the defense. Both of these teams have 2 great defensive players. Andre Jefferson from LENOIR RYNES and Lubert Denellis from Benedict College. 2 great defensive players, and they're going to apply pressure. So what are they going to do? Are they going to become diamonds and shine, or are they going to be the pipes that burst and flood everything? And the last one, we'll get this before the kickoff. Someone has to be number 1. And what I mean by that, LENOIR RYNES comes into the game 0-3 in road playoff games. Benedict comes to the game 0-1 in playoff games. Hey, somebody got to win the first one. Somebody has to get that first win. We're getting ready for the kickoff. It is a beautiful afternoon. It's about 50 degrees out. The sun is shining, the clouds in the sky, just a little bit of that crisp breeze. And here's the opening kickoff. It'll be fielded right around the 11-yard line. Benedict will have it. Benedict, they're trying to find a hole up the middle, and he'll be brought down right around the 31-yard line. In this game, Benedict, they'll have on their all-purple jerseys with the gold numbers in white trim. And LENOIR RYNES, the Bears, they'll be in all white with the red helmets and the black numbers. As we get ready, some football action here. 1st and 10, ball on the 31-yard line to get things going. Aeneas Dennis coming into the game as your starting quarterback. They're going to have 2 tight ends two wide receivers stacked on each other. And then it looks like Dennis will roll out to the side, throws, has a man wide open. And there's that youngster, Caden High with the first catch of the game.
Caden High is a young man out of Atlanta, Georgia area. True freshman. Sly, since he's been here, he's been doing nothing but making big plays.
I tell you, he's a big playmaker. Here we go. Here's the snap. They'll hand it off to the running back. Huge hole up the middle is Duhart. Huge hole, and Duhart will pick up another first down. Big carry by Duhart.
Play from center.
They'll hand it back off to Duhart. Duhart running through an arm tackle, and he'll be met up by a couple of LENOIR RYNES Bears, and he'll pick up about 4, maybe 5 on the carry.
You know, this is a change for Benedict. Benedict's normally not the receiving team on opening kickoffs.
And I can tell you why that is, Coach. The fact that LENOIR Ryan, when they score first, they win. The only loss that they have this year, they did not score first. So Benedict obviously getting the opportunity to try to buck that trend, try to score first, and try to keep that trend going for LENOIR Ryan. I would take the ball first also in that case.
There's the jet sweep from Caden High trying to get around the corner. He'll pick up about 2. Let's take a look at the starting lineups for both teams. The starting lineup, Benedict offense led by Aeneas Dennis, your starting quarterback, and he'll be chased around. He'll be chased around by the junior all-conference linebacker, John Ross May. John Ross May, he'll be chasing around Aeneas Bennett. John Ross May, youngster out of Johns Creek, right outside of Atlanta. Big-time player. 3 receivers to the wide side of the field. Duhart to the left for the quarterback. Dennis, quick slant. Ooh, almost intercepted. Got the big paw in the way. Percy King, the linebacker from Waxhaw, North Carolina, got in there.
You know, Sly, in this game today, man, it's in South, of course, obvious. It's in South Carolina and Columbia. LENOIR Ryan is loaded with talent from Columbia. I mean, the greater Columbia and throughout South Carolina.
Mm-hmm. All right, here we have it. Picarillo coming in the kick. 4th down. Ball will be, looks like the holder will be on the 34-yard line. So a 44-yard field goal attempt. Here's the snap, hold, place, kick. It is.
Looked like they was deflected at the line there, Sly.
I think you're right. I think somebody got a hand on it, and it looks like LENOIR Ryan will hold.
Well, I'll tell you what, I know it was a hand that got up in there. I think it was from inside. Not sure which number was able to get their hand on it, but it came from inside on that interior line.
All right, here's this high-powered LENOIR Ryan offense. They are ready to roll. They're coming off of 2 record-breaking weekends in a row. 2 record-breaking weekends in a row. Sean White, the quarterback, has thrown 5 touchdowns and 400 yards. And then look at him. He's picking up where he left off with the quick out to the outside to Kalen Parsons. This man, Sean Wright, these past 2 weeks, look at these numbers he's put up. He threw 398 yards, 5 touchdowns, and 2 rushing TDs in the SAC Conference Championship game. And the week before that, that was in the first round of the playoffs against Shepherd. The week before that, he was 19 for 30 for 305 yards and 5 touchdowns against Tusculum in the SAC championship game. He can sling it. Had a sideline warning to LENOIR Ryan. They got a sideline warning. And the Bears will line up. It'll be 1st and 10. Play did count. Ball on the 39-yard line. 3 receivers to the wide side of the field. They'll hand it off on the inside, trying to find some room. There's your all-conference running back, Dwayne McGee. 1,100 yards rushing this year for McGee. Young man had 1,167 yards. He was a freshman All-American 2 years ago. Freshman All-American. First team All-American as a freshman, Nice pass across the middle and a pickup. And they'll have enough for the first down. De'Ari Rogers, he's a local guy out of Lexington High School.
He was brought down by Maury Pettis, number 45, but it still brings up a first down for LENOIR Ryan.
Here we go. Looks like we had some movement up front. The officials will come out here. False start on the offense. That'll back them up 5. referee for today, James Toomey, your referee. The officials are from Pennsylvania. McGee will have it one more time, trying to stretch it out, and he goes nowhere. Ran into the waiting arms of Jalen Broughton.
And, you know, Sly, that's something I wanted to talk about is Lenoir's Ryan's offense is very explosive. So is Benedict's defense, especially led by, like you said, Lupert Dinellas, getting help from Aaron Miller, Jaden Broughton, and then the true freshman, Joshua Barker. And that's that defensive line that Coach Berry rotates in and out pretty often.
All right, here we go. They'll throw him wide open, caught. And he made a man miss, juked him out of his socks, and he'll pick up some more. The nice, fancy footwork after the catch. Kalen Parsons, what do you like to call that, Coach? That's that yak yardage.
That's that. You know what? Coaches and quarterbacks love yak. They love the yak yards after the catch. And young man did a great job. Great footwork. Looked like he made about 3 Benedict players miss him.
All right, here we go. 1st and 10, ball on the 29-yard line. They'll play action pass. Throwing across. Oh, ball almost intercepted. Almost intercepted by Kilpatrick. He had a hand on it, but you know what? It hit him in the worst place possible.
When it hit him in the hands, Sly.
It hit him in his hands. Yes. It hit him in his hands.
And, you know, that's very, very, very uncharacteristic of Kilpatrick. Kilpatrick is like the captain of the defense away from the defensive line, man. And you normally don't see Kilpatrick let opportunities like that get away from it.
All right, here we go. They'll hand it off. McGee trying to find some room. He'll break out of a tackle. Breaks another tackle. He's at the 10, the 5, walking to the end zone. Dwayne McGee with the 29-yard touchdown run.
And that was a classic case of over pursuit there by the Benedict defense. They did a good job on the front side, stopping everything, but no one stayed at home on the backside to make sure of the cutback there, Coach.
Well, you know, there was one back there. That young man was smart enough or strong enough or wise enough to make him miss it. And when you could do that, that's when that extra talent and that football extra 6 sense kick in.
Here's the snap, hold, place, kick. It is good in the over the field house.
So we just had a 10-point swing there, gentlemen. Benedict with the opportunity to go up 3-0. Field goal was partially blocked. And then Lenoir Ryan on their first possession comes down and scores a touchdown, fellas.
Well, Drew, you know what that means? What's been happening?
Well,
there might be an over. Lenoir Ryan scores first. They typically do what?
They've won 10 ball games this season when they have scored first, Coach.
First on the board, the Bears. 9 minutes, 58 seconds. 9 minutes, 58 seconds to go in the first quarter. The Lenoir Ryan Bears jump on and score first.
I'll tell you what, Sly, Lenoir Ryan's offense is just like we always say it, or we've heard. That offense is very, very explosive.
All right, here we go. Kicking off one more time. Jake Brown. He'll kick it deep. And this time it'll be fielded right around the 7-yard line. High, arcing kick. Trying to find some room, and he has a hole. He's at the 30. Can he make the kicker miss? No! Jake Brown, last man, stops a touchdown score.
Yeah, that will be something to talk about. The return specialist had an opportunity to get Perry Derrick open field, but he had that kicker to worry about, and the kicker made a very fine tackle.
Hey, for those of you scored at home, that last play was 7 plays and covered 73 yards on that scoring drive right there. Yes. 2:46 on the clock.
Straight down the field. Here we go. He'll play action pass, trying to go over top. Has a man deep. Caught it at the 15-10. Walking to the end zone. Touchdown, Benedict Tigers. The long touchdown pass down the field, and nobody was in front of Reginald Harden.
And as you can see, the safety bit on the out move. Not quite sure if he was supposed to have help over the top right there, but result of the play was a touchdown.
Well, that's what you get when your quarterback makes the right decision, puts the ball right where it needs to be, and the receiver go up and get it, and he does everything right.
Snap, hold. Ooh, low kick, ball bobbled. The snap bobbled. Is he trying to take it down the field? A little bit of hijinks over there on the defense, trying to see if they could get it down the field for 2 points themselves. But off of the bad snap, let's go ahead and mark this.
Yeah.
The extra point is no good. Put that in your memory banks right here. The score is 7-6.
And what you got to do on a play like that, when he had the double clutch on the kick, you immediately got to go to the fire drill, coach.
Yep.
That's exactly right. That's awareness, football game awareness. And LENOIR RYNES is a team that you cannot make 1 point mistakes by, because they're an explosive team. They're a really good football team. All scouting indicators show. It's very, very good football team Benedict's facing. Benedict's a good football game today as well. So we're going to see if that 1 point will come back and start biting.
So now Benedict's in the position where they have to chase points now. And the question is, should they score again? When do you chase the points? Do you chase it early, or do you wait till later on in the game to chase those points?
Oh, that's a great point. Great point. Do you chase that point early, or do you chase it late? Well, that's why Coach Berry gets the big bucks. He makes those tough decisions. All right. Wynn will line up to kick it. He'll kick for the 35. Nice high arcing kick. It'll be fielded by Diari. He is a dangerous return man. And he'll get it out to about the 32. This is a guy I'm surprised they kicked to him. He's taken 3 punts back for a touchdown already. And he's the leading receiver on the team, also dangerous return man.
Yeah, Diari Rogers, 512 combined kick return yards on the season there for LENOIR RYNES. That's punt return and kick return. The play may be out of bounds on kicks from now on.
Or at least on the other side of the field.
That's an easy call right there. 55, I believe that is.
A little bit of movement up front,
Yes, 55.
Well, that's twice LENOIR RYNES has jumped off sides, movement anyway, and they're backing up. So,
and who's on that side where we've had those two movements at, Coach?
You know, you have to always keep the eye on 1-3.
Danellis, he is the All-American defensive lineman. Don't feel bad, young man. He's made quite a few people jump this year. Here we go. They'll hand it off. This time the backup running back, he'll get it. It'll be a run of about 3 to 4 yards right there. Xavier Turner-Knox out of Charlotte, North Carolina ran. Now we'll have two receivers both sides of the field. Knox to the right of White. White, 3-step drop, looking, throwing over, and he throws it just a bit high. And that'll bring up 3rd and 10. And now Benedict making a substitution on the defensive line, bringing in Aaron Miller. Aaron Miller, first team all-conference. Big-time pass rusher.
Tell you what, Danellis leads that off that defensive line, but I tell you what, those other three gentlemen that's on the field at any time can be just as explosive.
And there you go. Speak of the devil, right there on top of him, Aaron Miller coming off the edge.
Hey, Sly, like I said, man, any of them can be dangerous, especially when you have to focus on Danellis. And Danellis was right there as well.
Mm-hmm. Look at all of that pressure coming in. A whole lot of purple surrounding that young man as he attempted to throw the ball. And that's one thing about that Benedict defensive front. They get pressure without blitzing, and you don't see that very often. Okay, punting situation, Caden High back deep by himself. The young freshman, Here we have it. They sent a little bit of pressure, but Caden will field it. Plenty of room to run. He'll look, trying to get to the outside. He'll cut up, and he's met. Great special teams coverage by the Bears.
Yeah, was some good yardage on that return by Caden High. All season long, people have been impressed with the true freshman Caden High. And what we find out he's from that Atlanta area. I'm drawing blank on the high school.
Grayson High School.
Grayson High School, man. You hear so much about that young man.
He actually won a national championship in high school. The mythological high school national championship Grayson does. Grayson always keeps a great football team. As a matter of fact, they won last night. They'll be going to the 7A state championship. And there's the first run, and now talk about great defense.
Like number 17 was one of the ones in there on the tackle there, Sly.
Big time play right there. Percy King. They have double numbers. Jalen Ferguson is actually the backup quarterback who's leading the team in passing. We'll talk about that a little bit later on. But that wasn't Jalen Ferguson. Here we go. Here's the snap. There's the pressure coming. Trying to get it to high. Great tackle. Way to bring him down. And there's that guy one more time. Percy King making the tackle and making the big-time stop. Look at Percy King breaking down the young freshman.
Now, Percy King stayed at home. He broke down, made the tackle, got his hands on Caden High, and refused to let go until he came down.
And Caden High tried to make this spectacular play, actually lost about 2 or 3 yards from where he originally caught the ball.
All right, here we have it. Empty backfield. Look like the Bears are going to send some pressure up the middle.
Oh, that pressure's coming, Sly.
Dennis is going to have to get it off quick.
Got zero coverage on the backside.
Man-to-man coverage. There's the pressure. He'll escape out of it. Looking downfield, he'll throw it wisely out of bounds. Great call. Anytime it's an empty backfield, you're going to send that pressure. Mm-hmm. That'll bring up fourth down, punting time for the Benedict Tigers. Tom Picarillo will come in. And back deep, we have someone new back deep. DeAndre Lester is back deep. DeAndre Lester and not Diarre is back. Let's see what happens. Picarillo to punt. He's usually a rugby-style punter. Let's see what he does. There's your punt. It's fair catch called for, and it will be fair caught right around the 13.5-yard line.
A vital addition to Coach Berry's team this year was bringing in Picarillo. He can come in, he plays kicks, he punts, and he does a great job with both of them.
They're going to place it on the 14-yard line, looks like there, fellas.
First and 10, ball on the 14. They're going to line up 3 receivers to the wide side of the field. Sean White so far, 2 for 4, 38 yards and a touchdown. They'll hand it off. Great play up the middle. And he has plenty of room to run. And they'll pick up big yardage on the play. Is Dwayne McGee.
Just your basic off tackle right there. Good job by the offensive line clearing the holes, using the pass rushers' momentum to open up the hole right there.
And great vision by McGee.
All right, here we have it. They'll hand it off to McGee one more time. And this time he runs into, who is that? John Hannibal. Runs into big John Hannibal, and Hannibal brought him down for no gain on the play. Well, maybe a half-a-yard gain on the play.
Isn't Hannibal such a great name for a defensive lineman?
It is. He's a conqueror.
And he's a great player.
He lives up to the name. All right, empty backfield. They'll throw it across the middle. Nice crossing route. And he'll make another man miss. These LENOIR Ryan Bears are shifty. Cannot be brought down if we're playing tag in a phone booth. That's how shifty these LENOIR Ryan Bears are. Look at the juke move.
But what can bring them down is that yellow hanky over there on the other side of the field right there. Slide. We'll see who's that on.
Uh-oh, little bit of laundry on the field. Let's see what the referees call. Let's see. They're having a long discussion. Referees understand that this is a televised game, so they want to get a little bit of TV shine too. Everybody wants to be on TV.
Well, I'll tell you what, Sly, on that tackle, run from behind was by number 15, Aaron Miller. It saved one, but it looked like the Bears are backing up anyway.
And the Boo Birds are out.
Personal foul, unnecessary roughness, offense number 1. 15-yard penalty from the spot of the flag. Repeat.
Okay.
And
Wow, a personal foul. They're going to move it back 15 yards, so it'll basically be like they're running the play over again. It'll be second and long again.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, coaches aren't happy with that. Self-imposed penalties like that. Well, a great play, a great pickup, first down, and to go back 15 yards. Ah, man, there's those coaches over there boiling hot right now.
And it was a live ball foul, wasn't after the play, so the first down is negated by the penalty.
So instead of a 22-yard pickup, it is a 3-yard gain and a repeat the down. Here we go.
I guess that's the good part about it if you're LENOIR Ryan.
Second and about 6. Here's the snap. White looking, trying to go over the top. Has a man. Oh, and he dropped it. Once again, it hit him in the worst place possible.
But
it hit him in his hand.
But an offensive guy, that's not an excuse. For a defensive guy, we'll give you that excuse.
You know what? That ball hit him in the hands. It was planted on the numbers. Everything you needed to be right. He was wide open, possibly had a chance to put more points on the board. And, that quarterback is not happy right now. Except
for the fact that he actually had to stop to catch the ball. The ball was thrown a little bit short.
All right, here we have it. 3rd and 6. 2 receivers wide side of field. Looking, throwing. Interception! Jerron Kilpatrick will have it. Now Kilpatrick has some blockers on the side. Kilpatrick trying to cut and move around the field at the 35 and pushed out of bounds at the 33-yard line. Agent Zero. Take a look at the replay. Jerron Kilpatrick with the interception going back the other way.
Kilpatrick said, I dropped one. I'm not dropping another one. And he wanted everybody to know, hey, I got this one, and I'm picking a whole lot up with it.
Hey, you guys know. Drew, I don't know if you know, but I'm a riverboat gambler. Anytime it's an interception, I believe in one thing. Play action pass and go to the end zone. Let's see what Coach Berry calls on this one.
That is the 17th pass that Benedict has picked off this season. They were number 19 in the nation.
I guess Coach Berry doesn't think like I think. Toss sweep to the outside, doesn't get anywhere. That Bears defense is tough.
And that's Noah Scotland, who's a tough runner. Been injured most of the season. When I saw him in the backfield, Sly, I kind of knew what you thought would happen after the turnover was not going to happen.
I tell you, I'm an old riverboat gambler. After a turnover, I got to go deep. Here we go. They'll shift the strength to the right side of the field. Scotland still in the backfield. Now they'll send the tight end back to the other side of the field. Play action pass, looking, has a man, tried to get it to high, and it was just too high.
It's too high for high.
That'll bring up 3rd and a long 9. And you can look for Coach Jacobs.
Is this 4-down territory, fellas?
I think it is.
I think it is. Here we have it. Coach Chafee and Coach Padilla, co-defensive coordinators. Let's see what they draw up for the Bears. Dennis steps up in the pocket, and he throws an interception. No, he dropped it, and it hit him in the worst place possible.
It hit him in the hands.
He
was wide open for the big slide.
Ooh, wide open, and he had a lot of green in front of him.
Yes.
I would say grass, but they have the beautiful artificial turf here.
I guess this is not 4-down territory, as looks like the Tigers are bringing on the punt unit. This would definitely be a pooch punt, probably trying to angle it towards that visitor sideline.
Yeah, it's a big difference going for it on 4th and 9 compared to maybe 4th and 2 or 4th and 3. Got no yard, didn't get any yardage out of that third down. Somebody's jumping over there, and Lenore Ryan's clapping like that's probably coming back against Benedict.
Oh, they're going to call delay of game. Did not get the punt off in time. But here's the thing.
I think that was intentional.
I think it may have been intentional to give Picarillo a little bit more room to kick. Now, here's the thing. There is the dangerous all-conference returner back there in the backfield, Diare Rogers. He is dangerous.
It's an explosive young man on those punt returns.
There's your pooch high kick.
That looked like that might have went off the side of the foot. He didn't even punt that one for a first down.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think it didn't travel enough to be a first down. But here's the advantage of having such a dangerous guy like Rogers on the field. You know you can't kick it to him, so it forces you to do a bad kick every now and then.
Sometimes that's a better alternative considering the personnel back there.
All right. It'll be 1st and 10. Ball will be on the 30-yard line. 3 minutes, 56 seconds to go. Score 7-6. Lenore Ryan on top of Benedict. Here we have it. There's your handoff, trying to find some room to run, and he's not going to go anywhere. He is not going to go anywhere. That Benedict defensive front is all over. Led on the tackle right there. Who is that? I think was Starks, the first man in.
Starks filled in from that Mike linebacker position, made the tackle.
Starks, young man from Columbia, checking the scorebook. His team, Irmo, his alma mater, didn't pull it off last night. They did not pull it off.
Yeah, ran into a tough South Florence team. I'm going to check something, too.
Oh, there's the pressure, and he down goes. Sacked by Aaron Pettis. Aaron Pettis gets back there for the sack.
I tell you what, Amari Pettis came up. I want to make the correction. He's actually playing the Mike linebacker, and the weak side is being played by Starks. But Amari Pettis came in and from that middle linebacker slot and got that interception.
You mean the sack?
I'm correcting the sack.
Yeah. Was Pettis looked like he was playing the spy right there. And then after he saw the play start to break down, he kind of swooped on in and picked up the sack.
All right, here we have it, 3rd long. Trying to throw over the top, and he caught it. Beautiful catch, selling all the way out, going up high and pulling it down. Take a look at this replay. Parsons going up high, putting his body on the line, and this is for my youngsters out there who play receiver. You're going to get hit whether you catch it or not, so you might as well catch it. Here we go. Play action pass. They'll throw to the outside. That goes nowhere. That goes nowhere, and Joshua Hayward right there.
Joshua Hayward is that cornerback that don't get a lot of activity thrown his way.
Joshua Hayward, according to most scouting reports, Joshua Hayward is the only player on the Benedict squad who may possibly get drafted. Definitely should be a free agent pickup next year in the NFL draft. So he doesn't get a lot of action. Not too many people throw at him. Defense on the side. I think that was Starks defending on the play.
That was Starks coming over from that weak side.
Tried to get it to Sonya Yates. Yates had 141 yards receiving last week. Set a program record, 141-yard receiving. Had 2 big games these past 2 weeks.
Tell you what, that was an explosive showdown last week by Lenore Ryan against Shepherd College.
All right, here we go. Looking. Hits a man, has him. Converged on quickly by Hayward. That pass was to DeAndre Lester.
And looks like a punt unit is going to come out for Lenore Ryan. right now.
Is it too early for a little bit of trickery?
I was just thinking about that slide. It might come by. I don't know.
I don't think you're quite in the right position. Too far to go on this play. 4th and about 5. Midfield. I don't know if I would try anything out here.
Stuart Simmons, the freshman, on to punt. Nice high punt. It'll be waved away. It'll oh no, he'll catch it off the bounce. Living dangerous, the young freshman.
It's a lot of guts. A lot of guts by Caden High. But, Caden High thought about it. He said, hey, if I let this thing roll, my team's going to get it on the 2-yard line or the 1-yard line. So, you know what, I have good hands. I'm a great hand player. I'm going to see what I can get out of it.
Yeah. You'd probably say this team about 5-6 yards right there by fielding that ball and turning it back up.
And here's the thing. Anytime you get a young freshman to do something like that, I say he's too young to know it might hurt. He's too young to know any better. All right, here we go. 2 receivers to the wide side of the field. Now they'll shift the tight ends over to the short side of the field. Here's the snap. Dennis looking, throwing, has a man wide open on the side. He makes a man miss. He's at the 50. It's a foot race. The 30, 25, 20. Walk into the end zone one more time. Reginald Harden. Touchdown, Benedict Tigers.
And if you're the Lenoir Ryan, you seriously have to consider switching from man to man to go zone. When they have man up Benedict has gone over the top. 2 plays, 2 touchdowns against this man coverage of Lenoir Ryan.
And that was Reggie Harden twice. And this last time he broke a tackle, and it was a foot race from there. And
we are going to chase the points right here early.
You beat me to it, AD Drew. You called it. They're going to chase the points. Right here, trying to go for 2. Dennis, empty backfield, sending a man in motion. They'll hand it off on the jet sweep. And great tackle. Great tackle denied. Denied by the Lenoir Ryan Bears defense. Look at this linebacker play. I'm a linebacker in my former life, and I love to see great linebacker play like that.
And Slide, the one thing I know about you, I do believe you are a linebacker. The excitement did I see in here when you see that linebacker scraping down the line like that and making that tackle.
And Benedict not getting that PAT right there really does not put them in any more of a disadvantage than they already were by not getting the PAT earlier. They were still going to need a field goal to put them back over the top. So, we're still at that point. Lenoir Ryan should score another touchdown. They'll still be down no matter what happens in that point.
All right, 32 seconds to go in the first quarter. It is still the first quarter, gentlemen.
There's been a lot of good football played in this first quarter.
My goodness. The score, 12-7, 32 seconds to go in the first quarter.
Can we just pack it up and go home now? We've had enough excitement for the day. Let's just go ahead and go back home and call this one way. Nah, but we can't do that. We still got 3 quarters and 32 seconds remaining. There's plenty of time for Lenoir Ryan to get back into this ball game, fellas.
With that explosive offense that Lenoir Ryan have, we might see something else kind of bounce up. Not necessarily points, but at least a big play from Lenoir Ryan.
Because they can get points on the board in a hurry. Here we go. They'll kick it off to Rogers. Rogers will dangerous. Oh, he fielded it on the 1-yard line. Rogers, a lot of guts. Rogers trying to make a man miss, and he will be brought down, and they will mark him down at the 10-yard line.
Somebody explain this to me. Fair catch, you get the ball over the 25. I catch the ball running backwards on the 1-yard line. My momentum takes me into the end zone. Why not fair catch the ball at that point?
It's
guts. You can't fair catch it. If you fair catch it, you're down where you catch it.
No, but your ball comes out to the 25-yard line.
No, but he has to let it go. If he would have let it go over his head, if it goes in the end zone, if it goes in the end zone, then it's an automatic goes out to the 20. Fair catch is down where it's at. All right, here's the first handoff. Trying to get around to the outside. There's a big hit over out there on the wing. Led on that play right there by Dedrick Starks. Starks all over the field.
You know, getting back to that return, you said it's like guts. There's a lot of guts to attempt to bring that ball out. And I could imagine what those coaches are feeling right now, even though he's a great player. Still have to always make the best decisions.
All right, that is the end of the first quarter. The end of the first quarter, the score 12-7. 12-7, Benedict on top of Lenoir Rye. We'll see you back after this break. Welcome back. The game time here at Charlie W. Johnson Stadium. Great crowd on both sides. Both sides out. Lenoir Rhyne brought a good number of fans. Lenoir Rhyne brought a good number of fans from Hickory, North Carolina. Lenoir Rhyne, they brought a couple of buses down here. They had some tailgating going on the outside. Get a shot of that Lenoir Rhyne crowd over there. They even brought the spirit band. Here we go. Well, we'll leave it at game action. They'll hand it off to McGee. McGee straight up the middle. McGee with a huge pickup on first down. Dwayne McGee.
You know, this game for both these teams has been about big plays or no plays right now. Both teams are getting explosive plays, 15, 20 yards or nothing, it seems like.
7 carries for 73 yards. Dwayne McGee already. They'll hand it back to the workhorse. He'll cut, stop on a dime, straight up the middle. Dwayne McGee outrunning the defense. Oh, and he's clipped up right around the 14-yard line. Dwayne McGee over 100 yards at the beginning of the second period.
That's 8 carries.
8 carries.
For 100 yards.
And look at him stop on a dime and cut upfield.
Boy, Dwayne McGee looked like Barry Sanders on that run right there, fellas.
Barry Sanders, Earl Campbell with some power. It's kind of mixture of everything with that young man.
Have a young man down on the field, young man grabbing a leg. It was that Diego Addison grabbing a leg. Young man, local kid from AC Flora High School right around the corner, not too far from the stadium.
Fellas, looking at the stats.
Take a look at McGee over here on the sideline. McGee, young man, like I said, as a freshman, he was first-team All-American as a freshman. His sophomore year, he had a bad year. He only rushed for 1,200. His sophomore year, he had a bad year. He only rushed for over 1,000.
And that's saying a whole lot for a freshman to run in the sack like that.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yeah. Lenoir Rhyne.
Here's another run straight up the middle. Oh, and lowering his shoulder.
Ouch.
Introducing himself rudely to the Benedict defense. Turner Knox.
Lenoir Rhyne running tempo. Benedict was trying to sub, realized they couldn't get it in. And just like that, Lenoir Rhyne has regained the lead.
Turner Knox runs it in for 3 yards out. Turner Knox completing the drive. And right now on this drive, the only thing Lenoir Rhyne did was line up and run it straight down Benedict's throat.
I'll tell you what, if they're going to continue to run like that, Sly, Drew, I don't know if we'll see a whole lot more of the ball in the air. Because this drive here was incredible for that touchdown.
Lenoir Rhyne showing they are a complete team. They can throw it and they can run it. Here we go. They'll go for 2. It's an empty backfield. Receivers in tight. They'll send them in motion. Double reverse, trying to get to the outside. A little bit of trickery, but it is a flag on the play. It is a flag on the play. Slow down. Holding holding on the offense. We'll do it over one more time, and I think this time, I don't think the referee said the penalty is declined. I don't think it's declined.
Correction. Hold. Offense. Half the distance to the goal. Repeat the try.
Referee, Mr. Toomey, he's a little off on his guy, and the fans are letting the ref hear it. The fans are letting him hear this. He said it's half the distance to the goal, but it is not half the distance. Oh, he's coming back out. Let's see if he corrects it.
It's the trickery.
10 yard. There we go. Now he got it right. He's nervous. He understands it's a televised game. He's a bit nervous. All right. It'll be a 30-yard extra point attempt. Snap, hold, place, kick. It is good. Your score, 14-12. 14-12. LENOIR Ryan on top of Benedict.
And that was a good play by LENOIR Ryan, initially going for the two, putting them up so that a field goal would tie the game. Should we get to that point by Benedict?
All right, I know we talked a little bit earlier about the crowd. You can see some of that crowd shot over there. You can see that crowd shot. LENOIR Ryan, they brought a great deal of fans down here from Hickory. Where exactly Hickory is?
Yes, maybe about an hour up from Charlotte, maybe.
Okay.
But I'll tell you what, Sly Drew, a lot of these players for LENOIR Ryan are from South Carolina. Many are from Georgia. And even more amazing, many are from the greater Columbia area.
I want to give a shout-out. I'm going to give a shout-out to the auntie and mom of T.J. Blanding. T.J. Blanding, number 8 for LENOIR Ryan. I was on a couple of different preview shows, pregame shows on HBCU Game Day, a couple of different channels. And most of you don't know I am the official. We'll talk about it after this. He'll field it at the 1 yard line, trying to find some room, making a man miss, and they'll bring it out to right around the 23-yard line. And Drew, once again, I think that's one of those ones you might want to let it go in the end zone.
Yes. End zone, fair catch, whatever. You gave up, 7 yards? You could have got the ball on the 25-yard line.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it looked like he made it until about the 13-yard line.
Nope.
17. We'll be on the 17.
Mm-hmm.
So that's 8 yards that you gave up. That's almost a first down, fellas.
Yep.
And again, great teams like LENOIR Ryan, you can't give them anything.
All right, here we go. 2 receivers to the short side of the field. They'll hand it off, trying to run behind that big tight end. There's the youngster trying to get to the outside, and Izzy didn't go very far. Israel Rhodes on the carry for about 3.5 yards.
And I think for Benedict, Scotland is still not quite 100%.
I don't think he is either. Here we go. They'll snap it. Now Dennis will roll out to his left. He'll keep it, tuck it, and just dive forward. And he was down before it came out. So it'll be a pickup of about maybe 2, maybe 3. Bringing up 3rd down and let's say a short 4.
Is this a big conversion right here for Benedict, considering that your defense just got off the field after it wasn't a long drive. It was a short drive there by LENOIR Ryan. I don't think they believe in long drives out of North Carolina.
Not at all. Here we go. They'll shift the strength. Everybody moving around, and Coach Berry decided to call timeout before the clock went off. Now, a little bit earlier, I told you I wanted to give a shout-out to T.J. Blanding, his mom, and his aunt. One of my duties, besides being play-by-play guy and announcer, I am the official taste tester. I am the official tailgate taste tester. And I let everyone know I needed to taste what was going on in the tailgate. And his aunt brought me some banana pudding. There's a picture of Coach Berry right there on the sideline. But his aunt brought me some banana pudding. And my goodness, I might have to follow that lady home. I might have to follow that lady home.
I just got one question, Sly. Where do you apply to be the official taste
I can't tell you because you might apply. I can't tell you because you might apply.
The way it sounds, that job is sealed.
It's sealed. It's sealed.
Taste tester emeritus.
Emeritus.
No. Sly, I want to be your assistant.
I can bring on some assistants. I'll let you guys come on as assistants. All right, here we have it. Third down, third and about a long 3 or a short 4. Here we go. They'll send high in motion. Looking, quick pass, enough for the first down. Quick hitter to Nigel Somerville. No, I'm sorry, to Jalen Jones. Jalen Jones with the quick hitter for the first down. And, Drew, like you were saying, that gives the Benedict defense a little bit more time to breathe with that first down pickup. But it also gives that LENOIR Ryan offense some time to breathe, too.
Exactly. And what you're seeing now, Benedict came out running tempo earlier. Now they're still in the no huddle, but they are a little bit more methodical with their play selection.
There's the option with Dennis, and he'll keep it and go up underneath.
Not a bad pickup for first time, especially at that part of the field.
Quarterback keeper, he'll pick up about 3 on the carry. He'll hit about 3. Dennis, 5 for 9, 174 yards, 2 touchdowns. Trying to run it. He goes nowhere. Brought down in the backfield. Zeke Nance. Zeke Nance, the senior defensive lineman, says not today.
A great play. A great play by Nance.
Well, you do realize that LENOIR Ryan is number 4 in the nation in tackles for loss, averaging 8.8 per game coming into today.
We were going to see 2 great defenses today, and especially those defensive lines for both squads. A little bit of movement up front. I think they're going to call. Yep, they're going to call that one on Benedict.
So you're already behind the sticks on third down, and now you've made the challenge even further if you're the Benedict Tigers on this play.
Now you got to look. It'll be an empty backfield. Empty back. Nope, they're going to send Easy Rhodes. He'll be in.
I don't know how many 3rd and 17 plays you got on that play card there, Coach.
All right, here we go. 3 receivers to the wide side of the field. Rhodes to the right. To the right of Dennis. Dennis looking, feeling some pressure, escaping. Now he'll run. See what he can pick up, and he'll get out of bounds just to get a little bit more room for his punter.
Yeah, it's going to be rushed out right around the 40-yard line. Actually, they're going to spot him on the 38-yard line. But not saying that penalty made a difference, but it definitely made a difference in how the defensive coverage was played, knowing that they had a lot more room to give and to keep the play in front of them. All
right, here we have it. Back deep. I cannot tell. His shoulder is to me. Okay. Yep. All right. Yep. That is DeAndre Lester back deep. They'll kick it away. End over end kick. He'll field it. Made the first man miss. Spun out of it. Now he'll be met by quite a few Benedict defensive linemen. They're punching, trying to get the ball out. But he held on to it tight.
First on that tackle was number 0, Kilpatrick. And he's always steady, always make the right moves.
Mm-hmm. And it's interesting, you see your starting nickel back. He's on the punt team. How many times you have your starting defensive guys out there on special teams. Let you know that a coach really values their defensive players. And I think that all changed, 20-something years ago when Frank Beamer started, really put that emphasis on special teams.
Yes, he put that light on special teams and basically let it be known how integral that play is. I mean, that part of the game is. No, that tackle was Big Hannibal.
Big John Hannibal coming over the top.
I mentioned earlier that LENOIR Ryan was number 4 in the nation in tackles for loss. Well, number 2 in the nation for tackle for loss are the Benedict Tigers, coming in at 10.4 per game.
At this point, in the second quarter, 8 minutes, 40 seconds, this game has been nothing but beautiful. It's been a great game to talk about and watch.
All right, here we have it. Dropping back, throwing, has a man on the sideline. He'll catch it, tiptoe on the sideline, and he'll be out of bounds about a hair short of the first down. Great pass to Lester over there on the sideline.
Lester's a great football player. You just look at Lester and you see, hey, this guy loves the game and can play the game, and he plays it well.
All right, here we go. Shotgun formation, 3rd and short. They'll hand it off, trying to find some room. I think he got enough for the first down. It'll be close, depending on the spot. I think that second effort got him the first down.
You bet it did.
Looks like it's right on the 48-yard line. The sticks are on the 48-yard line.
Coach Jacobs is over there saying, hey, I got enough.
But even if it's not, this is 4-down territory for LENOIR Ryan. The way they're moving, I think they'll go for it anyway.
Injury time out. BENEDICT.
Injury timeout. Got a young man down over there. Got a young man down. Talk a little bit about Coach Mike Jacobs. Mike Jacobs, head coach of LENOIR Ryan, head coach. It is actually his 4th year as the head coach. Young man is from Toledo, Ohio. Got to spend a lot of time up there in Toledo. But he was the coach of the year this year. Coach of the year.
And looks like, fellas, they flipped that down walker from 3 to 4, so it looks like we might be about 6 inches short of a first down.
Ooh, you are right. It is going to be 4th. Oh, they're going to break out the chain.
Bring the sticks out.
This is the first time all year I've been calling the game and I've seen the refs bring out the sticks.
And you usually don't see it in the middle of the field. You usually see it when it's outside the hashes that they bring the sticks out.
I think he has enough. Easily.
By about half a ball length.
Easily had enough. Well, I guess it's playoff time. You want to make sure you're right.
Yeah, can't leave nothing on the field. Can't take a second guess with anything.
I tell you.
Shout out to the chain crew.
Chain crew out there.
Got their 15 seconds of fame on this NCAA broadcast.
I want to shout out to the LENOIR Ryan coaching staff for making sure. Let's double check. Let's triple check. Make sure we had the first down.
Exactly. All right, here we have it. 1st and 10. White, he'll hand it off. Oh, flag on the play. Flag on the play. We'll slow it down.
That means it's an offensive penalty when they blew the play dead.
Full start. Offense. Number 0. Under penalty.
Tell you something else I'm surprised at with LENOIR Ryan, the amount of penalties I've seen in that team at this point of the ball game.
I'm sorry I did.
I'm kind of surprised to see that many penalties against LENOIR Ryan
Yeah.
at this point in the ball game.
Yeah, this is not LENOIR Ryan style of ball with this many penalties. The handoff up the middle goes nowhere. Broughton on the tackle. Broughton brings down Hillard for a gain of 0. Jaden Broughton down from the Low Country in South Carolina.
Yeah, I think he's from that Moncks Corner, South Carolina area.
Yes, sir. And I tell you about those Broughtons. We have to find out if he's related to any Broughtons in Ruffin, South Carolina. That's my family in that area. There's the pressure. White, he'll escape. White will put it down. Now White moving, and he'll get out of bounds for a pickup of about 7 on the play. Sean White. Yep. My mother's family is from Ruffin. They are the Broughtons.
So that last play made by Broughton, is that one of your cousins? Is that a cousin play?
You don't claim him now.
If he makes a tackle for a loss, that means he's related to him. If he gets pancake blocked, I don't know him.
That's another set.
All right, here we go. They'll throw to the outside, wide open.
Did he
catch it? Yes, and referee will say he brought it in. Threw it slightly behind him, but a great catch by Yates.
Benedict playing soft zone right now, and LENOIR Ryan's taking advantage. Just trying to get what they can underneath, being patient as they slowly and methodically move the ball down the field on this drive.
All right, here we have it. First and 10. 5 minutes, 50 seconds to go. There's your play action. Looking, trying to find. He's going over the top. That's an offensive pass interference.
Yeah.
But you know what, though?
He saved the pick.
That is a smart play. You are right.
He saved the pick on that one.
You are right. Smart play by the wide receiver. Who is that? DeAndre Rogers actually went old WWF style, not WWE, WWF. I'm talking about old school.
That was dangerously close to a horse collar on that play also.
I'm telling you, he pulled down the DB. But it was a smart play by that young man, because that would have been an interception, and he would have had a lot of room to run in front of him.
You know, Sly, Drew, something I was just looking at. When the call was made by the official, that gentleman who made the pass interference threw his arms out like, what the heck? That was
Hey, man, they're 19, 20, 21-year-olds. Hey, they don't make mistakes. It was a bad call. Oh, there's your quick shuttle screen to the outside. And running them down from behind. Who is that? Miller. Miller came down to chase him down for the tackle after about a 16-yard pickup.
Now you got it down to a second, and it's still manageable. If you could pick up 6-7 yards on this one, it gives yourself a chance to get a first down and move the sticks if you're in the lower line.
And that's all you want is a chance. All right, here we go. Second and about 14. They'll hand it off to McGee. And McGee throwing people around. Get off of me.
Forget manageable. Now we're talking third and short right here now, fellas.
Well, Andrew, you called it a little more than picking up a few yards. I thought he was going to break in and get the first down.
And looks like we got a Tiger down on the field right now. I can't quite see a number. See if I can pick that up. Oh, that's not the number that you want down if you're Benedict right there. That's number 13 with the Nellis.
Not at all. You do not want that young man down. And I think Kilpatrick went off the field grabbing his arm a little bit earlier, and he's still in the injury tent. I don't see Kilpatrick, and you will have Danellis off the field, two key members,
especially Danellis.
Of the Benedict defense.
Danellis changes. Danellis being out says, hey, man, we can focus on going. We don't need to double team anymore. We're just loosen up a little bit. We don't have to worry about that number 13 anymore.
Mm-hmm.
What this now made you see Benedict do, instead of being able to just put pressure on the quarterback with 4, you may have to bring a 5th person down, which may open something up on the backside for LENOIR Ryan.
All right, here we go. 3rd and 2. McGee in the backfield to the right of White. They'll hand it off to McGee, and he goes nowhere. Met in the backfield by Jaden Broughton.
Your cousin.
Whenever he gets a tackle for a loss, he is my cousin.
But, you know, Broughton is a hard-nosed player, and like you said, he's out of that low country, Monk's Corner area. And they just kind of breed football galore down there.
Hey, 4-down territory here for LENOIR Ryan.
Oh, yeah.
All right, here we go. 4th and about 5. 4th and a long 5. 3 receivers bunched. Here, sending throws it up high. Ball almost snapped away.
I don't think he got the first down.
It is close, and I think he might have it. I think he had it.
It's going to depend on the spot. Has to get to the 31-yard line.
And
now, this is when you bring the chains out.
Let me tell you what happened on this play, and if he gets the first down, I'll tell you the reason why.
They're going to bring the chains out.
What happened on this play when the ball was initially caught, instead of the defender making a tackle and just bringing him down, he tried to strip the ball out. And that may have allowed him to get just a little bit of forward motion so he could have enough yards for the tackle. Youngsters playing ball out here, first rule, make the tackle. Don't try to strip the ball. You have to make the tackle.
He's going to be short. He's going to be short.
It is short
by about 3 inches, fellas, as I look through my binoculars.
Wow. It is short.
Well, that series, that turned out to be a big win for Benedict. But I'm like you, Sly. You make the tackle first. Good athlete like that receiver. He fought and just fell about 3 inches short.
Yeah. The offensive player made a great play, but the defensive player made a better play on that particular possession right there.
All right, here we have it. First and 10, ball on the 32-yard line. Looking downfield, feeling the pressure, spinning out of it, breaks a tackle, and he made something out of nothing right there.
Well, that looked like the spin cycle on my watch machine right there, fellas.
Aeneas Dennis has added the run game into his game over the last 3 or 4 games.
Not known as a runner. You are right. Here we go. Benedict calling for it. Now they'll look to the sideline.
Approaching 3 minutes left in the ball game.
And here we have it. He'll take the snap. They'll hand it off, trying to find a hole up the middle, and boom. That's what I'm talking about. A big safety coming down to make that hit. Deshaun Whitmire coming down, the freshman out of Arden, North Carolina.
Came down. That was Scotland on the carry, and it picked up Benedict first down.
And if you're Benedict on this drive, you want to chew up this entire clock and do not give LENOIR RYNES the ball back this half, as they have the ball coming out to open up the second half.
All right, here we have it. They'll hand it off. Scotland has a blocker in front of him, and Scotland will dive forward. No, it is a flag in the backfield.
That sounds like it'll be against Benedict. Sounds like it's going to be against the offense there.
Illegal formation against the offense.
6 in the backfield.
So they'll back it up, and it'll be first and 15, ball on the 37-yard line.
It's approaching 2 minutes and a half.
Dennis will have 2 receivers to both sides. He'll have a running back to his left. Now looking, quick pass to the outside, diving catch is incomplete. And that'll bring up second down, second and about 15.
Now, I'll tell you what, guys. We're talking about Benedict eating up this the last 3 minutes. Benedict have to be careful not to give that ball back to LENOIR RYNES as this half closed down. They're going to get that ball back to begin the second half. You don't want them to put points on closing out the first half.
Was probably just as important as Benedict putting some type of points up going into the locker room, because they're going to get the ball back.
Pass to the outside. Did he catch it? They're saying he got a foot down. Caden Hyde, a young freshman, and a referee saying, yes, he pulled it in.
And he stopped the clock on the catch.
Who was the ref making that call out there? Sean Goddard, the referee. Got to give the referee, the officials, a little bit of credit, too.
You know, I was down in the hotel. We stayed in the same hotel as they did. And I talked to a couple of them at breakfast this morning. with this mainly PSAC officiating crew. And I did ask her, was this their first time ever coming to an HBCU? And most of them said yes, and they were looking forward to the experience.
All right, Dennis rolling to the outside. Dennis, he'll have enough for the first, and he'll get out of bounds. Aeneas Dennis will pick up the first down and stop the clock.
But, Dennis made that first down, but the downfield blocking was Caden High. Caden High is catching it. He's returning it. That's a football player. The way he came down that field, that last block picked up that first down for Dennis.
You are right. Caden High is a football player. All right, here we go. They'll hand it off, trying to find some room, breaking the tackle in Scotland.
And basically, you've got LENOIR Ryan playing cover 2 right now as Benedict is trying to eat up as much time as they can on this clock.
All right, here we go. 2nd and about 6. Clock is ticking. 1:20 to go. 1:20 to go. Benedict will have it on the 38-yard line. They'll send the strength over to the right side of the field. Here's the snap. Dennis looking. There's your out route to High. And Dennis has to get that pass better. That was a bad pass by Dennis.
Just tell us about that play there, Sly. Just tell us about that play. It's just a bad pass.
It's a bad pass. and here's the thing. For this is what I like to call the combine pass. That pass, that 5-yard out, 10-yard out, and 15-yard out. Those are the passes that you run in all the combine camps. If you want to play football on the next level, you have to be able to throw that out route. All right, here we go. Receivers in tight. 3rd and about 6. Looking. There. Looking for a flag. They are not going to get it. Great coverage by the LENOIR Ryan Bears. Now, decision time.
And no decision for me.
You're going for it?
No, I'm kicking it.
Kicking away.
I'm kicking away.
Let's see what happens. Less than a minute to go, and LENOIR Ryan's offense is explosive.
Yep, and that's exactly why I am up in this booth. And Coach Chennis Berry is on that sideline.
Crowd is on his feet. 4th down and 6.
Will they try to draw him?
See if they'll try to draw him off sides. Nope, they're going to go. Quick pass across the middle. He caught it. He has enough for the first down, and he dives forward. Big time pass play. Once again, it is a reason we're up here. It's a reason we're up here.
And Chennis Berry said, hey, you know what? I have confidence in my quarterback. I have confidence in big play Reggie Harden. And that leads to a Benedict College first down. Certainly a timeout's needed now. 51 seconds left in the first half.
And it also shows confidence in your defense, because if they do not get it, you've got enough confidence that your defense will come out and stop LENOIR Ryan from driving the ball down the field and put up points.
I would imagine Coach O, as they call him, Jordan Odafa, he was already letting his players know for it just in case. Let's get ready.
Now 3 of the most important people on the field right now for Benedict, or not on the field, Dylan Geese, Charlie Cooper, and Ryan Picarillo. That is your long snapper, your holder, and your kicker.
Because they 0 for 2 on the day.
Yes. Yes. They missed the field goal attempt to start the game on the first drive, and it was a bumble snap on the extra point attempt after the first touchdown. 1st and 10, ball on the 29-yard line. Here's your snap. There's your play action. Looking down the center of the field. Has Caden High. Touchdown. Benedict College. Caden High, slide on through.
That's Caden High, Grayson High School, greater Atlanta area. Tell you what, man, he's a true freshman. He plays like a big-time senior. Caden High. He's catching, returning, blocking, touchdowns. Great Caden High.
Benedict sends the field goal unit on for the PAT right here.
All right, here we go. 46 seconds to go. Here's your snap, hold, place, kick. It is good. Benedict 19, Lenoir Rhine 14.
And look who's first.
46 seconds to go.
Look who's first on the field. Coach Chennis Berry cheering on that offense, that special teams unit, letting them know you guys are mighty, mighty important to us.
I tell you, Coach Chennis Berry, one thing I like about this matchup today, we have a great coaching matchup. Both coaches are their respective conferences coaches of the year. Both coaches.
And Coach Berry is consecutive
coach of the year. Yep, Coach Berry. 2 years in a row. I tell you, my goodness, this just the first half, fellas.
And I'll tell you what, this Benedict crowd is enjoying the game. To be up 19-14. Last year this time they were against a tough Wingate team. They didn't get the win. And they got a chance to do it again. And they're facing a Lenoir Ryan tough team. But there's a lot of football to go. There's 46 seconds left in the first half. And 2 more quarters to go from there. A lot of football left.
Okay, which side of – they've got 2 deep. Which one is DeAndre Rogers right here, Sly?
He is on the left side.
Okay.
So
Let's see if this ball goes right then.
I think Mr. Wynn needs to kick this one on the ground, let it bounce a whole lot.
But still on the right side.
Oh, he's going to kick it in the air. Ooh, kicks it over his head. Yes, sir.
And what did he just do right
He
there?
fair caught it. Hey, you called it.
Yes, sir.
When he went on that sideline the last time, I'm telling you, the coaches corrected that last – what we might call a mistake.
I tell you, but he still was living a little bit dangerous, though. It made it to the end zone. But I got a feeling if that one didn't make it in the end zone, Rogers was coming out full speed.
But I'll tell you what, guys, again, 46 seconds left on the clock to close out this half.
A lot of time.
Orion is an explosive offense. We've seen that already.
There's plenty of time for them to score.
All right, here you have it. White, he'll throw to the outside. Made a man miss. Now they'll cut back across field, and he'll be brought down rudely by Dathan Peterson. Dathan Peterson brought him down rudely.
And if you're Benedict, if you're going to play soft coverage and let the man catch the ball in front of you, you have got to make the tackle on the backside.
Shout out to Lisa Moriartis, his mom out there watching. Here's another pass. This time Starks will bring him down.
Starks on the tackle. You know, you talk about Starks being from Columbia. Starks is a Irmo High School kid, but Starks like to let it be known I'm from the big town of Bowman, South Carolina.
Bowman. Starks is a hunter, am I right? He's a proud country boy.
That's right. Starks
Ryan
is a good football player.
Lenoir Ryan took a timeout on that play right there.
Timeout, Lenoir Ryan. 24 seconds to go. It'll be second and about 6.5. Second and about 6.5. We get ready for halftime. The Benedict Band of Distinction, they're down there on the sideline. The Benedict Band of Distinction. Get a shot of the band down there warming up, getting ready.
Got to always recognize that band. H. Wade Johnson and Ronald T. Green. These guys have a modified version of the Benedict Band of Distinction because the Benedict students have already left for home, ending out the semester.
Oh, wow.
They'll return back to school in January.
Oh, man, you got to stay for the football game.
Oh, yeah. Well, you definitely need to encourage them to do that. But it's a short version of the band.
Yeah. This band rated number 1 in Dr. Cavill's Inside HBC Sports Lab band.
All right, there's pressure. They'll throw it out to the outside, and he will ease out of bounds. Right around, where will they mark him down? Right at the 40. They're going to mark him at the 40. 19 seconds to go. Here's my thing about this prevent defense.
It prevents nothing.
Sometimes it prevents you from winning.
15 more yards and they're in field goal range, fellas.
Exactly.
Hey, you think about it, Sly, you know, in your college years of playing, you've seen this offense run, this 2-minute offense run quite a bit. You've practiced the prevent defenses, and these are the things that happen. that team that's winning often comes back up on the short end.
All right, pass complete to the outside. That'll bring up 2nd and 5, ball on the 35. 15 seconds to go.
And let's be real, the prevent defense is basically a bend but don't break defense.
All right, here we have it. White looking, throws. Oh, almost a one-hand catch, but I'm going to be honest, I think that may have been wisely dropped.
Yes.
Because he would have been tackled in the middle of the field short of the first down.
And the scoreboard does not have the timeouts corrected. They still have both teams with 3, but I know LENOIR Ryan has at least 1 timeout remaining.
Mm-hmm. And they may be saving it for the field goal. All right, here we have it. 3rd and 5, ball on the 35. White, 3-step drop. He's looking, feeling some pressure, spins out of it and brought down. Sack by the Benedict College defense. And is that Aaron Miller? One more time.
It's Aaron Miller.
Aaron Miller.
Now you've got 4th down, 4 seconds to go. Basically, you throw the ball to the end zone if you're LENOIR Ryan on this particular play.
But here's the thing. I believe, you throw the Hail Mary, throw it in the end zone. But it looks like the kicker came out here. The kicker came out on it.
That would be a 50. This would be about 55, 56 from this distance. That's why I say you throw the ball to the end zone. But you don't have to actually throw a Hail Mary on this play because you're close enough. It's a little bit longer than a normal play, but it's not quite Hail Mary distance.
Gotcha. Or maybe you bring out the old school hook and ladder.
Hey, we did. I don't know if you watched the Black Friday football yesterday, but we did see on a Hail Mary at the end of the half where the ball was intercepted and ran back 98 yards for a touchdown. Okay, and my producer says make sure that I definitely mentioned that was the Miami Dolphins who ran their ball back for the touchdown.
All right, here we go. 4th down. 4 seconds to go. White going back. Feeling the pressure. And he brought down by Broughton. Jaden Broughton brings him down with 1 arm.
That's how you finish out a first half, gentlemen. And, again, that Benedict defense, mainly that defensive line, came up big. And that tackle was brought down by number 8, Jaden Borton from Moncks Corner, South Carolina. And Sly, who is he as it relates to you?
He's definitely my cousin now.
Now the question is he first, second, or third? We're going to figure that out by the end of the game.
He keep that up. He's going to end up being first cousin. All right, here we have it. We are at the half. It's NCAA Division II playoffs, the 2nd round. The score, Benedict 19, LENOIR Ryan 14. We'll see you back after a quick commercial break.
The band, known for its crystal clear musicality under the direction of H. Wade Johnson and assistant band director Ronald T. Green, one of the best bands in the land, allow us to do this just for you. All eyes center field. Beautiful, sassy, confident. It's the oh so sweet ladies of Sweet Sensation. Sweet Sensation is under the direction of auxiliary coordinator Cherie Nelson. Watch as they get it in to Michael Jackson's Who's Bad. Who's bad? Once again, give it up for the Benedict College Marching Tiger Band under suspension. The BOD is under the direction of Professor H. Wade Johnson, Assistant Band Director Ronald T. Green, Percussion Coordinator Tariq Foster, Auxiliary Coordinator Cherie Nelson, Drum Major Coordinator Gregory Gibbs, and the entire support staff. And I go by the name of D Stretch, the voice of the BCBOD.
the world that you are here. Share your experiences and connect with other fans and gain behind-the-scenes access to your favorite teams. For more information, join ncaa.com/social.
Welcome back to Charlie W. Johnson Stadium. It's halftime. It is halftime. The score, 19-14 here in Division II NCAA playoffs. Benedict on top of LENOIR RYNES. Now, it is not often I get a chance to – I'm usually in the booth with Anthony, so I'm used to being the smartest person in the booth and the best-looking person in the booth. But now it's going to change. I am honored to be right here with Dr. Rosalind Clark, artist. How are you doing? The president of Benedict University.
Listen,
Benedict College.
It is a great day to be a Benedict Tiger. Thank you very much for having me. We're having a wonderful time here at the Charlie W. Johnson Stadium. Well,
I am so glad that you're here. I'm so glad that everything is going on. Great atmosphere for football. But when we talk about the greatness of Benedict, a lot of people tell me we need to talk to you. We need to talk to you and all the changes and improvements and everything you've done at this school. And it's like you have increased Benedict to a whole nother level. Now, how did you do that? How long have you been the president here?
I'm starting my 7th year. Starting my 7th year. We're pretty excited about everything happening at Benedict College. We have adopted the best of BC as our rallying cry, our moniker for all that we do here at Benedict College. So that applies, of course, to our Benedict Tiger football team. BEST is an acronym. It means for football, for other sports, it's beat 'em every single time. BEST. If it's finance, we've achieved a great level of stabilization with our financial matters here at Benedict College. We're very, very proud of that. We're fiscally sound and stable. It's balance every single transaction. BEST. If it's our religious and spiritual work, it is believing in everlasting spiritual truth. Every single person at Benedict College aspires to be their very best. Benedict education equals student transformation. That's what we're all about. BEST.
That is awesome. That is so awesome. And you talk about the best. I see all the improvements being made at the school. The property brought, the beautiful stadium. It's been here for a little while now. But everything is going on and all the additions doing. Now, we were talking right before we went to halftime. We were like, it is going to be kind of a modified band because some of the students went home. And I'm like, wait a minute, why did they go home?
Yes.
And Anthony was telling me that the students complete the semester before the Thanksgiving break, and that was your idea. Now, how did you come up with that?
Listen, we started that during COVID-19. We recognized that Benedict students would be leaving the campus for approximately a week to 10 days and then turning around and coming right back. And so we were concerned about introducing infection during COVID-19. But what we found is it also was a tremendous benefit to, quite frankly, low-well first-gen kids of color who simply didn't have the money to travel home and then travel back for final examination. So even once we got through the COVID-19 pandemic, our faculty, staff, and students voted to retain that schedule. And we think that's tremendously beneficial, again, to students who really it's a financial burden to go home for a week and come back for final exams. So we start a little bit earlier. We start August 1st, and our students wrap up with Thanksgiving holidays. So it works out really well right up until you make it to the championship.
Oh, that is true. That is true. But the thing is, I think a lot of other colleges have kind of took that motto, and they're working with that motto also.
That is correct.
Something started right here.
There are about 7 institutions now nationwide, HBCUs, who have all adopted the calendar. Most recently, our sister institution, Voorhees, just adopted it as well. So we're seeing it catching on around HBCU land.
That is awesome. Now, we talk about some of the improvements. I remember at the beginning of the year, I was reading that Benedict started a esports program.
We did indeed.
Now, how did that come about?
Listen, we are program director at that time, Paula Shelby, really was her brainchild. We're so very proud of the work that she's done. We recognize that while sports is a tremendous part of what Benedict College does, esports allows everyone to participate. Even if we're not football players or basketball players, everyone can participate in esports. Much more importantly, we recognize that it's a $1 billion industry. We need our students to be prepared to not only play games, but to create games, build games, and buy into the industry that, again, is a multi-billion-dollar industry in this country. We always want to position our students to be competitive.
Well, that is awesome. That is awesome. Now, I know I don't want to hold you long. I know you're the president. You got to go and shake hands, kiss babies. You got to do all of that, and I don't want to hold you up too long. But if you can give me your quick elevator pitch. If I'm 17 years old, I'm thinking about going to college. Why should I go to Benedict College?
Because you want to be your very best. Benedict College is where every student has an opportunity to achieve the very best version of themselves. Our academic programs are bar none. We have a STEM school, including the only ABET accredited environmental engineering program at an HBCU in the state of South Carolina. We have a School of Arts and Sciences that includes our award-winning Sanford Green. Those of you who are familiar with the Black Panther know that one of the original illustrators of the Black Panther is none other than Sanford Green, who is an alum of Benedict College and a faculty member here at Benedict College. If we move over into the School of Business, it's named for Tyrone Adam Burroughs, a benefactor of the institution and an alum of the institution, serial entrepreneur. So our students have the opportunity not just to get jobs, but to create jobs. In one of our 2 business incubators, our innovation hub, we are thinking out of the box at Benedict College. So we're very, very excited about the work here academically. Socially, our students have the opportunity to be a part of the Divine Nine. They have the opportunity to play sports. They have the opportunity to march in the Marching Tiger Band of Distinction, which you may recall was in the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade last year. We also have a strong ROTC program led by none other than Anthony Robertson, your colleague here in the box. We are seeing our young people commissioned in some of the finest divisions across the country. You may know that the Cadet of the Year has been a Benedict student for the last couple years, even though we participate with the Gamecock Battalion. So we're incredibly proud of all that we offer here at Benedict College, and again, afford our students the opportunities for leadership, development, academic enrichment, and most importantly, jobs. Kids who leave Benedict College go out into the world prepared to take their place and either get a good paying job, go on to graduate and professional school, or build their own business. And we believe that every student should have the opportunity to develop into their very best selves. And that's what we do here at Benedict College.
Well, you heard it. You heard it here. You heard it here. If you're a young 17-year-old and you're looking for a home to go to for the next 4 years, Columbia, South Carolina is a great place. A great place, in Benedict College is where you want to be. Thank you so much.
My pleasure.
Thank you so much for joining us. We're here, NCAA Division II playoffs, second round. Benedict College on top of LENOIR RYNES, score 14-19. 14-19. We're going to step away for a minute, and when we get back, it'll be some game time action. I'm Sylvester Williams. We'll see you in a little bit.
Go Tigers.
Hey. Born and raised. Like I said, I'm from Columbia, born and raised.
Welcome home.
And I just remember Benedict growing up. And
We're on the move.
What you have done, I love it.
I get to work with some pretty cool people.
He all right. He all right.
That's my president.
How are you? Nice to see you.
I'm president of the Black College Sports Network.
It is so nice to
So
see you.
we're able to do your stream stuff. So we know that you guys are thankful. And we would like to first thank you for approving our contract when we came Coach Williams.
We're happy to have you.
We've been doing this for 25 years. We know how it is now. We have a lot of things going. I actually need to find out who your esports person is. Because as the Black College Sports Network, we're actually getting ready to start a tournament. Well, it's a season in January. We want to do it. Of course, we work with our partner schools more than we do anything else. So we've got
You know I got to get one of the old crew for us all over.
It'll help through your alumni base, just going back and watching old games that you guys have done, and we can actually stream other things too. You guys have on our system. You guys have the ability to stream any convocations, any graduations, anything that you want to stream. We've got a place for you guys.
Friday Night Lights for commencement. We're the first Friday in May. We do ours in the evening. Again, a practice that we started in COVID-19 to spread out and let use the open air environment. The students love it. We do a big fireworks show at the end, and it's one of our newest traditions.
Now, do you do it here?
We do it right here in the stadium.
Well, so we can set up here and stream with no problem.
Well, our students would love that, I'm sure.
Just let us, like I said, all you guys have to do is let us get through us to Coach Williams if you want. Just say, hey, any convocations, anything you guys are doing, all of that stuff is accessible. And I've got several students who we're working with from your school who we're training as well, which we really want to do more. We have a full-blown internship program that we're looking to try to get students involved in.
Okay, well, Dr. Gore works primarily with our communications and journalism students. However, Dr. Akila Carter-Francique, who we'll connect you with, is, of course, in charge of the school that has esports. She's a kinesiologist by trade, so she does a wonderful job there. So we'll make sure that you all get to know each other.
Yes, ma'am.
I appreciate you. Thank you for being here. Listen, it's a little too close for me, a little too stressful, but we're going to try to come out on top. We're going to try to come out on top.
Can I get a picture? Welcome back. It's the NCAA Division II playoffs. It's the second round, and we're here at Charlie W. Johnson Stadium in Columbia, South Carolina. The score, 19-14. Benedict on top of LENOIR Ryan. Had an exciting first half. Leading rusher on one side, Dwayne McGee. 11 carries, 135 yards, 1 touchdown, averaging 11.9 a carry. What a big first half for that young man, Dwayne McGee. Also on the other side, Benedict did it through the air. Aeneas Dennis was 9 for 15, 223 yards, 3 touchdowns, with a loan of 87 yards to Reginald Hart. Hey, what do you think about the first half?
Before the game last night at the hotel slide, I was looking at all these stats and writing down all these stats about, rushing defense, passing defense, etc. I threw that paper away at halftime because both these teams have blown those stats away throughout this first half.
I'm telling you, man, the offensive has showed up and showed out. We'll get the second half started, and here's the kick. It'll be fielded around the 4-yard line, looking for some room to run, and
Great
clipped up.
Tackle. I'm trying to see who that was right there. It looks like a number 4 there, Sly.
I think that may have been Dathan Peterson. There's our guy. Dathan Peterson. His mom's watching in Florida. Shout out to her. And how do I know his mom is watching in Florida? This is the third quarter. For those of you who've never heard me call a game, in the third quarter, I love to give shout-outs. I'm going to tell you how you can shout me out after this play. 1st and 10. Here's the snap. They'll hand it off, looking for some room to run. McGee will get to the line of scrimmage and maybe fall forward for a yard.
Hey, Sly, before you get into that, this may be one of the biggest possessions for both these teams right here, opening up this third quarter, Slide. I'll tell you more about it after this play right here.
All right, here we go. 2nd and 8. Sean White still in at quarterback. He'll hand it off to McGee. McGee has some room. McGee taking off and running, and McGee will pick up about 15 yards on the carry. 1st and 10 ball on the 45-yard line.
Yeah, reason I'm saying this may be one of the biggest possessions because LENOIR Ryan, after giving up that touchdown late there in the second quarter, is looking to regain some momentum and put some points on the board. If you're Benedict, you want to solidify what you did at the end of the second quarter and try to get some type of separation.
Tried to run the play action and tried to get it to the H-back. Could not get it to him in the flats. Now, what I love to do in the third quarter, I love shout-outs. I love viewer participation.
Let me get my phone out before you get into this. Go ahead. I got my phone ready.
Viewer participation. If you are watching, tweet me or X me, I guess, at Sly the Sports Guy. Sly the Sports Guy. I give shout-outs on air. Hand it off to McGee. McGee will get back to the line of scrimmage, and I think that's about it. And that'll bring up third down. But tweet me at Sly the Sports Guy. I give shout-outs like I just did to Lisa Moriartis, Peterson's mom. She's watching out of Florida. I like to see who's watching from the farthest away. Tweet me. Let me know from where you're watching from. All right, 3rd and 10.
It keeps you from having to look back at the algorithms later on in the day, Sly.
There you go. Throwing it across the middle. Ooh, almost picked off, thrown behind the receiver. And that's going to bring up 4th down. I tell you, good defensive stand by Benedict on that one. Yeah. Shout out to D2K Ferg. Chris Ferguson, hey.
CIAA guru for D2football.com.
There you go. Appreciate you checking us out. D2K Ferg. All right, punter. Foot will be on the 30-yard line. He'll kick it off. Nice, high arcing kick. And high, he'll call for a fair catch, and it'll be fair caught around the 10-yard line. Bring it out 1st and 10.
They're going to give him the 11, looks like.
Yep, they're going to give him the 11. Who else do we have out here? Dietrich Payton. Veronica Medina, she's enjoying the commentary today, cheering on Benedict Tigers, especially her son, Diego Addison. We're watching from the great state of Texas. That's a long way away.
That's the clubhouse leader right now, my brother.
All right, here we go. Handoff up the middle. Nice pickup of about 3 yards, maybe 3 yards for Scotland. I'm not sure what part of Texas, but both of these teams are trying to get to McKinney, Texas in about 3 weeks. Both of them want to be north of Dallas playing in the NCAA championship, Division II championship.
Definitely. Well, Benedict, LENOIR Ryan has a long way as they'll be playing their next couple of games on the road should they win this game.
Oh, and the pressure coming and the ball popped out. I think that's a fumble and a touchdown. That's a strip sack touchdown. Right there, I think Kendall Barr, are they going to call him down? But Kendall Barr, Andre Jefferson, the All-American. Let's take a look at this replay right here. Andre Jefferson, he's the all-conference defensive lineman.
Looks like that knee was down.
Yeah, he was down. They're going to call him down.
And there's no replay at the Division II level at this point in time. I know usually for the championship game and maybe the semifinals, they usually have the replay system. But at this level, the first and second round and the third round, there's no replay at the regional level.
All right, here we go.
The ball on the field.
There's the pressure coming, and did he make it out of the end zone? I don't think so. Referee waiting on the signal. I think he may have made it out of the end zone, and that is that defensive pressure from the Bears we were looking for.
Now, this is what's dangerous.
Yes.
You don't have your full 15 yards to line up. Bad snap. If the kicker has to take a half a step backwards, it's a safety. Number two, you want to make sure you get this ball out and don't get it blocked for a touchdown. As it is, and they're coming after him. There are 10 men at the line.
10 men at the line of scrimmage. They are coming after this punt. Here we go.
You just get it away, baby. One and go.
And that's what he did. He got it away, and it's one-on-one with the long snapper. Geese in the open field, and Geese is not going to catch him. They're coming down the field. Ooh, hard hit. But that is beautiful field position if you are the LENOIR Rhine Bears.
It's a whole lot to smile about if you're a Bear fan right now.
And there was no competition right there for that long snapper. The best you could do is stop 5-10 yards short, just break down, and just hope you guess the right way. It's almost like PKs in soccer right there, you know. You go left or go right.
The breakdown wasn't in place. You're going after arguably one of the best punt returners in the country.
Yeah.
All right, here we have it. 1st and 10, ball on the 22-yard line. They'll send the man in motion. They'll hand it back off to McGee. McGee looking for some room to run, and he is enveloped by that defensive front from Benedict.
Let's think about something. LENOIR Rhine picked up about 30-plus yards of field position there by flipping the field right there with Benedict from where they had the ball there previously when they punted the ball.
Absolutely. That was a great kick by Piccarello. Considering all of the circumstances, you definitely want to have a punt returner like him running back, but he turned around and turned it up.
Pass across the middle, he caught it, and they ran into each other, and he will walk into the end zone. Touchdown, Sonia Yates, the freshman out of Zebulon Vance High School.
That's what it leads to, a great punt return. And then, maybe 10 seconds later, you have 6 more points on the board and go on for another.
I guess I was wrong. I said that first possession of the second half was going to be the most important drive. Well, they decided to hold off one drive.
That's the snap, the hold, the place, the kick. It is good. It is good, and I can guarantee you Tab's dad, 31, watching from Hickory, North Carolina, is very happy right now.
Hometown team.
Shouts out, go Bears. B. Bradshaw tells me the banana pudding from Hickory is the real deal. Yeah, back to that banana pudding.
Tell you, hey, Sly, let's make this official.
Go ahead.
You're the official
tailgate taste tester. There's a lot of T's.
Let's do this. Let it be known, Sly, because you have a very uncanny way of letting the audience know what you do. Please include them that you have an assistant by the name of Anthony Robertson.
2 bowls from now on.
2 bowls.
That's right.
Don't bring up just one. Need 2. Need 2 in the booth. Need 2 in the booth. All right. Score 21-19. LENOIR Ryan has taken the lead. Got us a good one here today. All right, here we go. Here is the kick. And it'll be fielded right around the 10-yard line. Trying to find some room to run, looking for that crevice in the special teams. And the LENOIR Ryan special teams is all over the Benedict Tigers.
Now, let's go back and let's think about something, fellas. 21-19 is your score.
21-19.
What is the difference in this game?
2 extra points. 2 extra points.
The
bad
snap? The bad snap on the first one, and then chasing the points on the second one.
There you go. All right, here you have it. 2 receivers short side, H-back on the short side also. They'll hand it off, looking for some room to run, and Scotland will pick up maybe 1 yard on the carry.
So what you're saying, Drew, is it was better to chase those points later in the game.
I mean, me personally, yes. I would not have chased those points early. I mean, of course, the card tells you, the analytics tell you to go for it at that point. But I've always been of the contention, you don't chase those points until you have to.
All right, empty backfield. LENOIR Ryan fans are on their feet.
35.
3rd and 5. Let's see what happens. 2 receivers both sides, tight end in the help block. Looking, throwing, and it'll be incomplete. Another 3 and out by the LENOIR Ryan defense.
I'll tell you what, that was great defense on that 3rd down play by LENOIR Ryan. Closed in on Aeneas Dennis. Looking downfield, everybody's covered. It's a gutsy attempt to pass that ball anyway. He's probably had a better chance of the defender picking that off than the receiver. Great defense.
All right. Running situation. Picarillo will catch it. Picarillo will kick it up high. Call for a fair catch. And it will be fair caught at the 31-yard line.
That's a pretty good kick right there.
Pretty good kick by Picarillo. A lot more field to work with for LENOIR Ryan.
He was able to take more than one step and get it kick.
All right. Roslyn, Charlie Moorhead's mom, dad, and family, they're watching from Ohio.
Ooh, depending on which part of Ohio, they may be the clubhouse now.
Texas and Ohio. I'll tell you who's the leader in a second. Oh, look at that defense coming up strong, making the big tackle. The leader, I think, in the clubhouse with distance is Kai David Hartwell, watching from frosty Rochester, New York.
Oh, yeah.
Tell you on that last tackle, you had Big Barker. Yeah, Joshua Barker, the true freshman from also from that greater Atlanta area.
Great pass, and he'll pick up enough for the first down. They got it to Dominique Marshall out of Valdosta, Georgia. They know a little bit about football.
That's down my way.
You start talking that Valdosta area, that Valdosta, Georgia. I think spelling Valdosta begins with an F.
Yeah.
Yeah. Valdosta and Lowndes High School, 2 big programs in the state of Georgia down there.
I tell you what, every kid born down in Lowndes County and Valdosta down that area in the local hospital, they put a football in the crib.
Before they slap them on the butt.
Before they slap them on the butt.
And as somebody who lives down in that area, the rivalry is real between those 2 high schools.
Real. They do not like each other.
No.
No. Generations.
And that makes football even better when the folk don't like each other during that season.
That season, pick a sport, any sport. It could be tiddlywinks. They don't like each other.
Oh, tackle from behind. I thought that should have been a horse collar.
He pulled him to the side though. He didn't pull him straight back. That's the big difference. And I think he hurt himself on the tackle.
But I tell you, that's a good sign of good officiation, a good officiating, Drew, because those guys, those officials saw what you saw. Sly and I saw something that actually happened, but you called it right as well as those guys on the field. That's the main thing.
Yeah, for the horse collar, you have to get them from inside the jersey and pull them backwards. It looks like he got them right on the shoulder blade and pulled them sideways. So that may be the distinction. As we shout out this crew from the PSAC, and let's give these officials some kudos. You have to be rated one of your top officials in your conference in order to even get a playoff game. So we're talking about, we got a 7-man crew out there, 8-man crew out there. We're talking about some of the best ones in that Super Region 1.
Exactly.
And they I talked to one of the officials, boy, they usually don't allow you to officiate in your own region during this time of the year to get rid of the perceived bias that you may have.
All right, now this is interesting. Hayward is coming off the field. He's the guy who just got hurt. Anytime you have a cornerback get hurt, you go after that backup cornerback.
We can pick on him right now.
That's football 103.
Let's see what happens.
Going to the right side.
But he picked the underneath man, though.
He'll step out of bounds, but he'll have enough for the first down. He'll have enough for the first down, and that'll move those chains.
Now it's time for the Benedict defense to step up if they want to stay in this game, because under 7 minutes to go, it's not do or die, but a score right here by LENOIR Rhyne definitely changes the complexion of this ball game.
All right, here we have it. They'll hand it off. McGee trying to get up the middle, and McGee, he'll pick up about 3 yards before he's stuffed and brought back down. T-Topic is watching from Tampa.
T-Town.
Tampa Bay.
Hillsborough County.
Yep.
Been spent plenty of time down there.
All right, here you go. 2nd and about 8. 2 receivers both sides of the field. They'll send them in motion behind the quarterback. Pressure coming, throwing outside to the flat. Makes a man miss. Oh, my goodness. Somebody got to check this kid's uniform for Pam. They might have sprayed him with Pam before each play.
When you can make a player like Kilpatrick miss, that's Kilpatrick flying up on that miss. And, wow. But the good thing about it for Benedict, Amari Pettis, number 45, made the tackle, was able to stop the first down or even the touchdown. That kid would have been a whole lot of green in front of him.
Sly, that's the first time I've heard somebody reference Pam. I've heard Crisco, I've heard Vaseline, but that's the first on Pam.
Oh, what a catch across the middle by DRA. What a catch by Rogers. Going back across his body, manages to make the catch on a ball thrown behind him, and he knew the contact was coming. What a catch.
And Amari Pettis, the ball went right over his shoulder. If Pettis gets his head around, he may be able to deflect the pass. But, hey, that's just great job there by the quarterback.
Yes, I was just about to put those words out. Great catch. Probably even better pass by the quarterback.
Oh, find the big tight end in the middle of the field, and he's going to walk into the end zone. The big tight end scores a touchdown. John Godwin, the junior out of Jacksonville, Florida.
Missing on that tackle for Benedict was number 7, Diego Addison.
Kind of whiffed them and blew right by him. The big tight end showing the nifty footwork and picking them up and putting them down and putting it in the end zone.
Got a question for you, Coach Robinson, after this PAT.
Okay.
All right, here's the snap. Hold, place, kick. It is good.
All right, Coach. You know you've followed Benedict all season long. I do not remember Benedict at any point in time this season being down by 2 scores. Can you help me with that? Have they ever been down by 2 scores? The closest thing I could think of was Miles' game, but Miles scored 3 times in a row, but they never trailed in that ball game, if I remember correctly.
Well, you're right. Never been down by 2 scores. And Miles did lead for a few seconds.
Yes.
In the game. But, yeah, this is where adversity and everything else is hitting Benedict that they hadn't seen all season. And a testament to the great LENOIR Ryan team, or LR as it's called. That's LENOIR Ryan putting Benedict in this situation.
And let's go back to the first stat of the day that I threw out. When LENOIR Ryan scores first in 2023. In the game. So we got 2 things. And what were you saying, Sly, was one of those keys? Who was going to be the first to get one?
Who was going to be the first to get one?
Okay.
Somebody has to be the first to get one today. And basically, LENOIR Ryan, they are 0-3 on the road in playoffs. And Benedict is 0-1 in playoff games. So somebody has to get one today. Uh-oh, he has a slot up the middle. He has some room. Will the kicker make a save again? Yes, the kicker one more time. The young man, the kicker, Jake Brown, with a touchdown-saving tackle.
Well, Jake Brown is not just a kicker. Jake Brown's a pretty good athlete.
I tell you.
Yeah. And that's
he broke down.
Go ahead.
He came up, broke down, made the tackle.
Broke down, made the tackle, found something to grab onto.
And found something to grab onto. And that's what all right, Billy Pierce just couldn't get there quite enough to set up the block of that return right there. Because if you could have waited for Billy Pierce to make that block on the kicker, that might have been enough to spring him for that touchdown.
All right, here we go. They'll send High in motion. They'll hand it off to High. High has some room, and he'll lower his shoulder and pick up about 8 yards on the carry. Caden High.
Tell you what, I hate to say this, but I'm going to say this. Remember Stephen A. Smith saying somebody was a bad man?
Yes.
I have to kind of put that label on Caden Hyde. Not a big gentleman, but certainly a bad football player.
All right, here we go. They'll hand it off to Duhart. And Duhart's met in the backfield by the defensive line of LENOIR Ryan.
That was a mistake.
Led on that play right there by Gabe Watson. Big Gabe Watson out of Chapman High School.
Gabe might have High School, South Carolina.
Right there in Inman, South Carolina.
Tell you what. LENOIR Ryan came into this state and found some football players.
They found some players.
That Spartanburg County area, it's full of football players.
Yes, sir. Here we go. 3rd and 6. Both sides on their feet. Big play coming up. Here's the snap. Dennis, 3-step drop. There's the pressure. Now Dennis will get to the outside. Dennis throws, and he throws it away.
Now, sometimes you wonder about a pass like that, considering you threw it out of bounds. You were ahead of the first. You had a lot that you could have gotten out there, possibly keeping that ball.
One of those things you wonder if you keep it and just try to get whatever you can get.
Right, because if it's 4th and 1, maybe you go for it.
All right, here we have it. 4th and 6. Picarillo back on the 39. He'll kick it away. High kick. Fair catch called for, and it'll be caught. And fair caught on the 7-yard line. Now, Mr. Momentum definitely lives in Hickory, North Carolina right now. Let's see what the Bears do when they get the ball on offense this series.
It's real simple if you're LENOIR Ryan. A touchdown right here essentially could put this game out of reach. Benedict needs a big play on the defensive side to keep this game within striking distance.
Both crowds making noise.
As we talk about Benedict's defense, being rated number 2.
Ooh, big
against
hit.
the run. This is the time to step up Benedict's defense if you're going to be able to do it. And LENOIR Ryan's offense is saying something about that.
Handed it off to Knox. He'll pick up about 3 yards. They'll mark him 3.5 yards on the carry. Hear the Benedict crowd shouting defense. Making noise over on their side. 3 receivers, wide side of the field, tight end on the left. There's the double move, trying to go deep. And what a catch, what a play, threw it right over the head of the cornerback. And here's something that will go unnoticed. On that play, when a wide receiver is running that play, a DB is taught once a wide receiver raises his hand, the DB raises his hand. But that wide receiver did not put his hands up, and therefore the DB didn't put his hands up. Here we go. Here's the snap. Movement on the play. There's a flag. Back shoulder catch. But there is a flag on the play.
It looked like that penalty is going to be against Benedict, and if it is, I think we'll keep marching down the field.
But what I was saying earlier, on that pass play, the wide receiver was running out, and he waited. He looked the ball in. He did not give any indication that he was going to catch the ball, because once he raises his hand, DBs are taught to raise your hand then too, because the ball is coming. Great job by the by the wide receiver.
And again, another great pass by that quarterback.
Got a long discussion going on over here.
Tab's dad says his mom is watching the game from Fort Myers, Florida. I heard she's on break at work.
Offside defense. That penalty is declined. On the play, the receiver was knocked out of bounds, established himself in bounds, and made the catch. First down.
Ooh.
Okay.
That was a lot right there. That's why the long discussion.
All right, well, that'll bring up 1st and 10. 1st and 10, ball on the 42-yard line. Ball on the 42. They'll hand it off, running up the middle, breaking the tackle, carrying a couple of people. Still moving.
Oh, my goodness.
Still moving. Somebody give that kid $1.50. He's looking like the city bus.
Now, Sly.
Out there running. Somebody has to pay the fare.
Sly, can you give the young folk watching an example of what's explained to them what just happened and what they should always do until they hear that whistle blow?
Keep your feet moving. Here we go. They'll hand it back off. Still running. Still going. Do not stop until that whistle blows. Keep going until that whistle blows. All you youngsters watching this game.
So, in other words, we're not playing Monopoly?
We ain't playing. Once the dice start rolling, that don't mean nothing.
That's right.
You don't stop until a whistle blows.
Sly, I like how you give pointers to the young listeners.
I tell you, man, all the youngsters watching the game, man, this is where you want to learn. These youngsters, you want to play on the next level. You want to play college ball, learn. Watch these guys.
And these are two of the better programs that are out there right now.
Exactly. All right, here we have it. Quarterback will keep it. Option.
Ooh.
Goes nowhere. Agent zero.
And that is exactly how you defend the option right there. You make the quarterback commit and pitch the ball, and then go after the pitch man. You want the quarterback to keep. When I coach defense, I always wanted their quarterback to take the outside man, keep it on the inside man, but they had both of them covered on that particular play.
And that's Agent Zero. That's Kilpatrick. He broke down, slid down the field, made the tackle. With 17 seconds left in the third quarter.
All right, here we have it. 3rd and 11. 3rd and 11, empty backfield, a little bit of confusion. A lot of movement up front. Referees have thrown out some flags.
False start. Offense number 60.
False start on the offense. They're going to back it up.
Remains third down.
They're going to move it back. Referees trying to had to go and explain it to Coach Jacobs. Coach Jacobs, Coach of the Year.
There's no false start on the play. Lenore Ryan has called a timeout prior to the false start.
Okay, it is no. Ooh, and the Boo Birds are out. The Boo Birds are out for the Benedict Tigers fans. It seems Lenore Ryan called a timeout. They called the timeout before the false start actually occurred. So with 8 seconds to go in the quarter, the score 28-19.
That's very interesting.
Very interesting.
That's all we're going to say about that one.
And so typically when you have a timeout like this, come out of that timeout, we normally see, a trick play maybe? Maybe something thrown into the end zone, something trying to kind of big play action. Let's see what we're going to have here.
Let's see what happens.
This third quarter has kind of all been about Lenore Ryan. Benedict has some making up to do, some work to do.
And this is what happened in the last game against Shepherd. Lenore Ryan exploded in the third quarter. All right, here's your snap. Looking, throws across the middle. Not enough for the first down, but definitely in field goal range. Here you have it. The end of the third quarter. The score, 28-19. 28-19. Lenore Ryan driving and on top of Benedict College. All right, start of the fourth period. Going to line up for a field goal. They're going to put it, the holder will be on the 26.5-yard line. So we'll make a 36-yard field goal attempt for Lenore Ryan. Here we go, snap, hold, place, kick. And it is no good. No good. You got some stats you want to break down to us.
All right. First downs, Lenore Ryan 21, Benedict 9. Lenore Ryan, 181 yards on the ground on 34 carries. Benedict, 64 yards on the ground on 21 carries. That's 5.3 for Lenore Ryan, 3.0 for Benedict. Passing yards, Lenore Ryan, 290 passing yards, 23 of 31 with one INT. Benedict, 223 passing yards, 9 of 17, no INTs. Keep going down. Penalties. Lenoir Ryan 6 for 55. Benedict 3 for 15. We'll get some more after this play.
All right, here we go. Dennis looking, throwing it across the middle. Has a man. Caden makes a man miss. Caden turning on the speed and getting all the way to the other sideline, and he's out of bounds.
Here's the story of the game right here, fellas. Third downs. And we talked about this on a podcast that I do, third down efficiency. Tack on 15.
Looks like they're going to tack on 15 yards to that one. Had a roughing the passer. Benedict will get a free 15 yards on the play.
Yeah. Lenoir Ryan, 6 of 13 on third down compared to 2 of 10 for Benedict. But Benedict is 1 for 1 on fourth down, where Lenoir Ryan is 0 for 2.
All right, here we have it.
And, Drew, you just spelled it out, man. One's making something, the right things happen on third down, and the other's struggling quite a bit on third down.
Well, the key thing is when you're 2 for 10 on third downs, that means that you're not allowing your defense to stay on the sideline and rest. That's a lot of 3 and outs potentially on third down.
All right, here we have it. They'll hand off to Duhart. Duhart's first carry in a while. Been a while since Duhart handled the ball.
And on the flip side, if you're 6 of 13 at Lenoir Ryan, you are extending drives, keeping your defense on the sideline with the ability to rest. Now Benedict is going back to their tempo that they ran to open up the game.
They'll hand it off to Duhart, and he has nowhere to go this time. All his blockers were to the right, and he ran up the middle.
Tell you what, he ran right into number 32.
Right into your all-conference defensive lineman, Andre Jefferson.
I'm going to tell you one other thing that I've noticed throughout this game. I have not seen cover 0 from Lenoir Ryan since the first quarter.
Yes.
What happened in the first quarter against cover 0?
2 touchdowns.
Exactly.
Coaching adjustments have been made. Here we go. Speaking of cover, this cover 2. Safeties across the top. There's the pressure, and he'll wisely throw it away.
Got outside the tackle box, which is key on that play.
I'll tell you one thing about Benedict I'm saying now in terms of the weakest part of the game is probably that offensive line.
Mm-hmm.
Lenoir Ryan, they're making too many things happen too easy.
A lot of Benedict lost a lot of their offensive linemen last year. Lost 4 out of the 5 starters on last year's offensive line. But this year's offensive line is filled in. They were undefeated, so I guess they did a decent job. But
Decent SIC.
But they have not seen a pass rush or a defensive front like Lenoir Ryan.
I think I can equate Miles as maybe the only.
Did he save it?
Oh!
He saved it, Sly. His teammate, it looked like, knocked it in.
It saved and it hit his teammate in the leg. Couldn't quite see who that was right there. I think that was number 52 that it hit the second time. And number 52 for Benedict is Geese, Dylan Geese.
That's the long snapper.
Yeah.
One thing about the long snapper when it comes to punt team, they can run down the field untouched. Once the ball is snapped, he can take off and has a
clock has been adjusted. 13 minutes and 22 seconds.
Okay, they have adjusted the game clock. They've changed the game clock. It is 13 minutes and 22 seconds. All right, Lenoir Ryan, 1st and 10. They'll hand it off to quarterback will keep it. White on the outside, and he's slung down a little bit rudely.
So that's Dathan Peterson on slinging him down rudely, number 4.
Young man out of Cocoa, Florida. Merritt Island High School. I had a teammate who was from Merritt Island High School. Here we go. There's the play action pass. Send it to the tight end. Nice tackle came up. There's that young man again, Dathan Peterson. coming up, making the stop.
So, Sly, we lived through the third quarter with the tweets. Do we have a winner?
So far, I think Rochester, New York may be the farthest away. But make sure you tweet me. Make sure you tweet me at Slide the Sports Guy. Let me know where you're watching from. I don't care if you're watching from around the corner. Tweet me. Let me know. Slide the Sports Guy. All right, third and long, third and about 6. Looking. There's the crossing route, wide open in the middle of the field. Spins out of it, spins again, and he definitely has enough for the first down. Somebody up top is playing Madden, and they keep hitting that spin button.
You know, Sly, we've heard from SAC country out here from those people tweeting you. We have not heard too much from SIAC country, people listening to us on this broadcast.
We got a few little big ant watching from the 10. Not sure if that's Tennessee or what the 10 stands for. Uh-oh! McGee breaks a tackle, and McGee is off to the races. McGee at the 30, the 20, the 15. He'll cut back, and he'll be taken out of bounds right around the 12-yard line. Dwayne McGee is giving it to him however you want it.
Can you say he's giving them the business?
He's giving them the business.
And, you know, on that touchdown-saving tackle was Joshua Hayward. Joshua is still taking a knee down there now out of bounds. And, again, that's that number 1 NFL prospect for Benedict. He's down.
Well, he definitely showed that NFL speed, on that catch-up speed right there, as we like to have. No mustard, all catch-up on that one.
And I think that may have put McGee over 200 yards. I think that may have put him over 200 yards on the day.
McGee's been having some kind of day.
Yeah, that did slide. 20 carries, 212 yards. That is 10.6 per carry. And guess what? We just saw the long of 56.
And here's the thing. I said on a couple of the preview shows that I was on last week, I said that Benedict has not seen a rushing attack like this. And Dwayne McGee is showing. And one thing I like what I've seen out of McGee, he's fat. He shows that speed. He shows that toughness. He shows that dexterity. Did I pronounce that right?
Close enough.
Close enough. I'm a history major, not an English major. You know, it's a couple of key points you need to be if you want to be a great running back. Not a good running back, but a great running back. It's a few skills that you have to have. One of them is speed. You have to be able to outrun people. You need to have power. You need to be able to run over people. You need to be able to have that juke move to yourself. You need to be able to juke somebody out their socks. You know, those are just some of the key points you need if you want to be a great running back.
I'm going to disagree with you after this play, slightly.
Mm-hmm. All right, here's the snap. They'll hand it off.
And when I'm going to say this, and Coach Robinson may back me up on this, I think they have seen a rushing attack like this. The problem is it's in practice with the 3 running backs that they have here at Benedict, Coach Robinson.
They hadn't seen them coming up like this on a Saturday afternoon.
And then, you know, Benedict's top 2 rushers, Duhart and Scotland, these guys hadn't really been 100% together at the same time. And so to see what these guys are doing from LENOIR Ryan, that's pretty shocking and undaunting for them.
All right, here's the shotgun snap. They'll throw. Caught.
He can get a first down without getting a touchdown right here. And see what they mark it.
They're going to mark it just short of the first down. Just short of the first down. Going to be third and one.
Remember how Hayward's out of the game right now, but I don't think we're going to see a pass play again.
And if you don't know Ryan, why would you?
Knox is in the backfield. They'll hand it off to Knox. Knox straight up the middle, untouched. Touchdown, LENOIR Rhynes.
I don't think he was touched until he got to the Tigers in the end zone, and that starts about maybe a yard and a half deep.
Take a look at this run straight into the end zone. Touchdown, LENOIR Rhynes. Xavion Turner Knox. All right, here's the extra point attempt. The snap, hold, place, kick. It is good. 9 minutes, 42 seconds to go. 9 minutes, 42 seconds to go. The score, 35-19. LENOIR Rhynes on top of Benedict. And right now, Coach, what do you have to do? You're down by quite a few scores. What do you have to do to try to get back in this thing?
You know, when you look at how that third quarter went in the beginning of this fourth quarter, first of all, Benedict's going to have to move the sticks. Stay consistent with that offensive line. The offensive line is going to have to block so we can get the run game moving somewhat and give Aeneas Dennis more time to get the ball out of his hands to his receivers. But it's going to be a tough ordeal for Benedict to come back at this time of the game. They hadn't seen a team like this, like we've been saying. They hadn't seen an explosive offense like that. It's almost like pick your poison. There's quite a few of them who can run. There's quite a few of them who can catch. And Benedict and you know, LR's quarterback has been pretty on point.
Yeah. Now, we talked about chasing points earlier, Slime Coach. Well, now you have no choice but to chase points because you are down 16. Simple math. 2 touchdowns, 2 2-point conversions. Just to tie the game at this point in time.
Gotta get it.
Well, sounds good.
But I'm pretty sure some people on the other sideline say, hey, we're not going to make it as easy as you want.
Benedict needs a big play. And LENOIR Rhynes has been doing a great job of stopping them.
And that big play does not occur on the kickoff.
All right, you know we give shout-outs. We give shout-outs. We want to shout out Lori Costco. Says, go Bears from Ashburn, Virginia. Never heard of Ashburn, Virginia.
That is Central Virginia. That's not that far from the D.C. area. I've actually been to Ashburn, Virginia for a conference.
Okay. Mike C., go Bears from Tarpon Springs, Florida. Bear pride. Here we go. Here's a handoff trying to get to the outside, and he's pushed out of bounds.
I actually been through Tarpon Springs, Florida, on the way down. I believe that's 27 heading down to Tampa, Pinellas County area.
West coast of Florida. Kenny Lipkins, he's from Toledo, Ohio. Now, I've been to Toledo.
Got a cousin plays football for Toledo. Excuse me, nephew.
I've heard of Toledo.
Yeah, they've got one of the top teams on the FCS level right now.
Here we have it. There's the pressure coming, and he will wisely throw it away. And that pressure from that defensive front has been all over Aeneas Dennis in this second half. I tell you what, I don't know what Coach Jacobs said. Coach Jacobs told that defensive line, I need you all over Dennis. He said when Dennis goes to the bathroom, you need to hand him the toilet tissue. That's how close they've been to Aeneas Dennis this entire second half.
Yeah, you can tell that halftime spill from that coaching staff was all about shutting down exactly what Benedict's doing, and that strong
drew up off sides.
Free play for the Benedict offense. Did not take advantage of it, but they'll move up 5 yards on the offsides.
Now, Sly, where was that little ant from? It sounded kind of, I'm typically big ant.
He said he was from the 10. I don't know where the 10 is.
Sounds like a little buddy of mine. Somebody I should slap on the head sometimes. Little ant, I'm big ant.
All right.
So we've got a 3rd and 3.
3rd and 3. Three receivers to the wide side of the field. They'll shift. They'll come in tight.
All right.
Pass enough for the first down.
Hold on to that ball, young man.
He'll be brought down right around the 48-yard line.
Catching that ball was Nick Soul. His mother spoke with his mother. She told me that connect pronunciation of it is not so well. It's Soul.
Soul.
Yeah, he's from played at Dutch Fork High School.
Dutch Fork won last night. Dramatic comeback win, won on a 40-yard field goal. Local high school team here in Columbia. Caden High, he'll catch it, and Caden High will get out of bounds.
I wonder how many yards have Caden High come up with.
I'm sorry, go ahead, Coach.
Oh, I'm sorry about that. I was wondering how many yards does Caden High have on receiving today?
Caden High, Coach, if you really must know. Let's see, he was 5 for 84 before that catch right there.
Here we have it, 1st and 10, 1st and 10. They'll fake the handoff to High. Dennis will just run straight up the middle, and he's brought down after a pickup of about 4.
As a live stat. Coach, he's officially over 100 yards. 6 catches, 102 yards. Harden is your leader in the clubhouse as far as receiving yards for both teams. 3 catches, 153 yards, and 2 touchdowns.
All right, here we go. Dennis feeling the pressure. Dennis will step up in the pocket, and he'll manage to keep his feet, and he picks up maybe 2 yards.
That was a good job with that sidestep right there.
You know, it kind of remind me of Lenoir Ryan's running backs and receivers. Very, very good of Neas Dennis to get away from that pressure the way he did.
Now this will be interesting. Jefferson just came off the field.
He lost his shoe. No, he lost his shoe.
Somebody lost the hat as well.
Another guy, I think, I'm not sure the number, that lost his helmet. So you had 2 defensive linemen come off the field.
Offensive linemen.
No, defensive linemen.
Oh, yeah, defensive line.
From Lenore Ryan
and
come
then,
off the field.
And then the offensive lineman from Benedict lost his shoe.
Look like we're losing equipment all on both sides of the ball.
Feeling the pressure and brought down, sacked on the play. Willie Lane, the graduate senior.
I mean, this is 4-down territory for the Tigers. You have to go for it at this point.
At this point in the game, the punter does not exist. If you're Benedict.
You're 1 for 1 on 4th down thus far in this game. With a great time to double that stat, go 2 for 2.
All right, here you have it. Oh, it looks like they don't have anybody over the top. Did they call the time? Who called the timeout? Benedict called the timeout, and I think they might have should have took advantage of that because it was a little bit of confusion in the Lenore Ryan secondary.
And then, once again, that cover 0 look, at least pre-snap, that we had earlier in the day that Benedict was able to take advantage of.
I don't think you're going to see that 0 coverage anymore today from Lenore Ryan.
Yeah.
Benedict would love to see it. It's been proven they could do some big things when Lenore's in it. Lenore Ryan's in it, but I think that's it for us seeing that today.
Hey, Aeneas Dennis on the day, 12 of 22, 280 yards. That's 54.5% with 3 touchdowns and a long of 87. But he's been sacked 3 times today, fellas.
Well, it's been a tale of 2 halves as well. Benedict was fired up in the first half, and Lenore Ryan did what they were supposed to do to that offense in the second half and shut it down.
All right, here you have it, 4th down, big play, 1 safety over the top. Man-to-man coverage on the outside. He has a man!
Touchdown! That's number 85 on that catch.
Reginald Harden.
Reginald
One
Harden.
more time. Reginald Harden taking the top off, going deep down the sideline. Look at this, just a straight 3-step drop, and he throws over the top, and Harden pulls it in.
That's his third touchdown, and I think that puts Harden over 200 yards. Or very close to it.
It would be very close to 200 yards. Depends on where that ball was spotted. I think he's going to be just short of 200 yards once it updates. Yes, he is. 189 on the day, Coach. But here's the thing. 47.3 average.
Whoa.
4 catches for 189 yards. All right, here we go.
Got to get the 2 right here.
It's going to be an empty backfield. Aeneas Dennis by himself. He has a tight end in there with him. They'll send the man in motion. There's your snap. Now they're rolling out, throwing out to the flat. Ooh,
no,
and they were waiting on that one.
Not a chance.
Nobody in the stadium was fooled on that play right there.
Not a chance.
Was that Izzy Rhodes on that reception?
They tried to get it to Izzy Rhodes in the flat, and everybody was waiting on that one.
See, now what's probably more important about that, you went from the opportunity to not being able to tell whether you were going to go onside or kick away and play defense to now you have to go onside right here.
Hands
because you still need the ball 2 more times.
Right.
One of 4 on extra point conversions is Benedict.
Special teams. That first bad snap did it all. The first bad snap on the extra point early set the tone.
And, good teams, difference between good and great teams. Great teams don't make those bad snaps. Great teams do all of the little things, all of the repetitive things. They do those things right all of the time.
I think there's no secret what's getting ready to happen. Pooch kick or kick straight to the ground and try to get the high bounce.
Oh, they tried to onside kick it, but it's not going to go to 10 yards.
That'll be a penalty.
Here's the trick thing about that onside kick. The onside kick, you got to get it to hit that bounce just right to take that high bounce and go 10 yards. It did not take that high bounce. Jack Costco, he's watching from Youngstown, Ohio. He says a bear down. Got a big grizzly bear meme going on. Okay. Oh, shout out to S. Dimps. Is that Deputy Walker? Shout out to Dominique Marshall, grandma from Valdosta.
That's 2 Valdosta references.
Valdosta, Georgia. I'll tell you.
During the kickoff, illegal blocking on the kickoff team. A penalty is declined.
Tell you what, that Valdosta, Georgia. What areas down there? Valdosta? Is it Warner Robins?
Warner Robins.
This is about 2 hours north of Valdosta.
Oh, okay.
Valdosta is the last city on I-75 that you get to before you head into Florida.
Tallahassee is the other town.
Well, that's on the other side of
Georgia, where you got some good football.
He'll keep it himself. White will, and he'll be brought down for about a gain of 1.
Inbounds.
The clock is not your friend if you're Benedict. If you are Lenoir Ryan, you want that clock to keep on rolling.
And White will keep an eye on the back judge as the play clock on the field is not working. Waiting on the clock on the judge to get it. We got the 10-second signal. Now we're at the 5-second signal.
And here's your snap. They'll hand it off to McGee. And I think we're going to see a lot of McGee these next 5 minutes.
Yeah.
I tell you what, McGee's a great guy. He just ran the guy over and he gave him a hand and picked him up.
My bad, bro.
You know what? You want good character football players like that. Give it all you have in between that whistle blowing.
They say McGee does a lot for this team. They say McGee, he runs the ball. He even drives the bus on away games.
Well,
he look out for the defense.
He's ran for 212 thus far.
All right, here you have it, 3rd and 4. 3rd and 4. Ball on the 36-yard line. They'll hand it off to McGee. Oh, no, what a play action fake. And I think they may have stopped him.
Short.
Now, if you're Lenoir Ryan, 4 minutes to go.
Punt it.
You're 1 yard short.
Punt it.
You got a guy who rushed for 200 yards.
Punt it.
We worship at a different church, my friend. I'm going for it. Let's see if me and Coach Jacobs think the same. Or do they try to draw Benedict offside?
They're going to try to draw him. They're going to take the 5 yards and punt the ball.
Well, the setup is just that's what it's looking like.
And look how deep.
So it looked like Reverend Drew. I don't know.
Oh, they fumbled the snap. It didn't matter.
That's why you punt the ball.
Yeah. Reverend Drew. Repeat that, Reverend Drew.
That's why you punt the ball. Too much could go wrong right there.
Yeah, that fumble snap. Ooh, you're right. 3 minutes, 24 seconds to go.
Now, Sly, you're a riverboat gambler.
I'm going deep. I'm not even wasting time. I'm play action pass, first play out the gate. I'm faking it up the middle to whatever back I have in the game, and I'm sending Harden deep down the sideline. I'll let Caden High come across the middle on a crossing route, but everybody else is deep. Here we go.
Casinos are legal in North Carolina.
Here's the snap. They'll hand it off to Duhart. Oh, that Izzy Rose. Now, I don't quite get that one.
But I'm going to tell you what, Sly, I agree with you there. Yeah, I'm a receivers coach, and at this point in the game, let's look for the receivers.
And you got about, I don't know how many Benedict faithful down there, but they agree with what you guys just said right there. They're letting their feelings be known now.
They weren't very happy with that play call. Now, Benedict's taking the time like they're on a Sunday morning cruise to church. It's under 3 minutes to go. You got to put some pep in your step.
And you got to do it twice.
All right, here's the pressure. He'll escape out. Now he's running, trying to get to the outside, and he'll get out of bounds. And that'll stop the clock with 2 minutes, 40 seconds to go.
You know, no offense to Izzy Rose, but with his size and what's happening with that defensive line, he don't run the ball no more. We're going downfield. I'm a riverboat gamble the rest of the day out. Archie Cooley, the gunslinger, and that kind of stuff is happening right now.
And I'm going to be honest, I'm going to find the biggest running back I got to make sure he can pass block for me.
That's right.
I like Izzy Rose. He's a nice kid. But I need somebody with a little bit more meat on the behind.
I need a little bit of a 10 or a little bit of an 85 right now.
There's movement all over. Everybody moved.
And if it's number 73, you certainly don't need that. That's the movement.
I think that was 73.
That's what you don't need.
All right. It's going to be offense. They're going to call it on 71. 71.
Third down.
All right.
All right, here we go. 3rd down and about 14. 3rd and about 14.
Harden slot on the left side, High slot on the right side.
They'll send High in motion. Now it'll be trips on the bottom. Looking, and there's a penalty flag. And I think it might be another penalty on Benedict. They will move back another 5 yards.
Offense, number 17.
This time is on number 17. The wide receiver tried to get an early start.
Right now it's 3rd down and about Charlotte for Benedict to get this first down.
All right.
Is that third and 18, fellas?
Yep.
3rd and 18.
3rd and 18. Dennis. He'll call it out. Twins to both sides. Safeties deep. 3-man rush.
Got most of it back right there. Still leave it 4th and manageable.
They'll get it out to Jalen Jones. Now you have 4th and about 5.
Benedict 2 for 2 thus far on 4th down. We know what happened the last time they had the ball on 4th down. It became a touchdown.
Let's see. The LENOIR Ryan faithful, they are on their feet.
Game hinges on this play right here.
They know if they get a stop, that's ball game. Here we go. Sending the pressure. They'll throw out in the flats.
Make that
He'll get enough for the first down.
3 for 3 on 4th downs.
Now Benedict has to show some urgency. The clock will stop on that first down, but Benedict has to hurry up and have that play ready.
Waiting on the referee to spot the ball. This is not a subbing. Clock's running, though.
Clock is running. There's not much urgency from Benedict on this 2-minute offense. And he's brought down from behind. Sack on the play by Tony Black with the sack.
Talk about Benedict. Coach Robinson. Coach.
What you have, Drew?
Okay. 2-minute offense. I don't know what just happened to the clock. The clock just reset. But anyway, 2-minute offense. You got to score twice. Why are you wasting your time with play action to your running back? Nobody in the house is fooled with the play action right here, Coach. Talk to me.
Coach, you know what? What I would say that old coordinator's thinking. Everybody in this building or in this stadium think we're going downfield. We're going to catch LENOIR Ryan slipping. Great defense, great coaching staff. We're going to catch them sleeping, being we've had so much success. That's about all I could imagine.
Give it to him. Unless you got Barry Sanders back there, Emmitt Smith, or somebody along those lines, I'm not worried if I'm in white.
All right, here we go. 2nd down and 15. 2nd and 15.
And, you know, that was a 3-man rush on that last sack.
Mm-hmm.
That makes it even worse.
No, point exactly.
All
that
right,
makes it even
here we
worse.
go. 2nd and 15. Dennis looking. Throws it up. Oh, great catch by Harden.
Again. Is that man right there?
Reginald Harden is not ready to go home yet.
That is that man.
Young people out there, young football players, young aspiring receivers. Look at what number 85, Reggie Harden, just did. Not only was it up, he went and caught it at its highest peak and brought it down between 2 defenders.
Move it.
Just like that.
The center has to snap the ball.
Just like that.
Everybody had the snap count but the center.
And he comes right out of the game.
I thought he said on 2.
And, you know, when you have a center make that kind of mistake, that's Mitchell Romick. Senior, all-conference.
All-conference center.
But we don't make those kind of mistakes. That was Caden High running down the field.
Yeah,
I think everybody on the offense took a couple of steps. You know, in 2-minute offense, and you're under a minute, you're snapping the ball. You're trying to hurry up and move. I don't know what. Now Benedict is waiting. The clock is moving.
Harden's got
what does he call it?
Harden's got one-on-one coverage. No,
yes, he's one-on-one
on the left side.
And I think he's going to look for Harden right now.
That is not the pass that you need to throw to Harden right there.
37 seconds now, timeout.
Right now,
Harden, 6'5".
Hold on one second. Let me tell you something. This is a very interesting predicament for Benedict. Benedict has been blowing out everybody all year. They have been running through the SIAC all year, and a lot of their games have kind of ended up lopsided toward the end. They've never been in this 2-minute situation. They have never been in this situation all season long. And due to the fact that they hadn't been in this situation all season long, it's showing in this last drive.
I'll tell you what, Sly, one little bit of pushback.
Go ahead.
Benedict was in this position against Miles.
Yeah, that's true.
It didn't last long. It was very fast, very quick. The game was over. They came back from behind.
But it wasn't in the fourth quarter when this had happened.
Mm-hmm.
It was in the third quarter.
And now you're going against the SAC. Was that the SAC champions?
All right, here we go. Dennis looking, throwing
6-5.
in the end zone, the high, and broke it up. Great job. Great defense on the play.
Everything went right on that for Benedict, but that defense was even better. The defense did what they needed to do as well.
Well, if you're the Lenoir Ryan, let's see. I'm not a defensive coordinator, but if I see 10 and 85 on the same side of the field, I think I'm going to shade my defense on that side of the field, fellas.
Yeah, most would agree with that, especially with what 10 and 85 is produced today for Benedict.
All right, here we go. 3rd and 13. Here's the snap. Looking. Dennis feeling the pressure.
Get rid of the ball.
Rid of it. Throws it up in the end zone. Interception.
Ball game.
And that will do it. Interception. Percy King will grab the interception in the back of the end zone.
And he has not let go of that ball yet, fellas.
Oh, he's taking that one back to Hickory.
He's taking that one back to Hickory.
That goes back to Hickory.
He might even be looking for his parents in the stand. He might go home with him.
What a ball game. 22 seconds to go. And here it is right here. This formation. It is the greatest formation in football, or it is the worst formation in football. It just all depends on whose sideline you're standing on.
That's right. One team is getting in that formation extremely happy, and the other is facing the agony of defeat.
There's no other play like that in any other sport.
Just football. Just football.
Victory formation.
The clock will count down. Both teams will come out, shake hands. Great sportsmen, the hard-fought battle. Coach Jacobs, Coach Berry in the center of the field, shaking hands. What a great job by Lenoir Rhyne. Lenoir Rhyne, they will go on to win 35-25 and advance to the third round. Benedict, great year, another great year for the Benedict Tigers. Undefeated regular season, SIAC champions, but they come up just short one more time in the second round of the playoffs. Any final thoughts on the games, fellas?
I'm speaking again. What I saw this year, the Benedict football team came into this game just like you said, Sly, undefeated. Great performances all season. Then they come into the playoffs facing a very, very tough SAC team, just like they did last year with Wingate. It's time to go back to the drawing board. Decisions need to be made. Looking forward to what they're going to do to better performance next year. Hopefully they'll be back in the back in the playoffs, and hopefully get this opportunity again. But 2 years in a row, playoffs, you lose at home.
What about you, A.D. Drew?
I think we said it there at the end, Sly. Benedict unchallenged for the most part in the SIAC. Now it's time to step up the competition, and somebody has to be able to challenge this Benedict team and test this team in the regular season to better prepare them or whoever should come out of the SIAC next year as they get into the playoffs. While we've shown that we can do what they need to do in the regular season, in the playoffs, it has not been what we needed. as far as your SIAC competition, and I believe either Tuskegee or Albany State is the last SIAC team that actually has won a game in the playoffs.
Well, that'll do it from Charlie W. Johnson Stadium. The final score, 35-25. Lenoir Rhine defeats Benedict. They will advance. They will advance to the third round of the playoffs. I would like to thank everybody, the faculty and the staff from Benedict College. I would like to thank our camera operators today, Kim Wright, John Lindo, Jamonte McLeod, for operating the cameras. Our producer, somebody who doesn't want to be named. I would like to thank Anthony Robertson, my color commentator, the AD Drew, my other color commentator, and
I get a the, man.
I am
just gonna be plain AD.
I am Sylvester Williams. They call me Slider Sports Guy. We will see you next year here on Benedict College Football. Goodbye. Stay tuned for basketball. Full slate of basketball coming up.
Guys, starting tonight, right after this game, kicking off another home game for Benedict College, SIAC competition, hosting Lane College, the men and women of Benedict.
Go and check out the basketball game. We'll see you next time here on the Black College Sports Network. Goodbye.